Hi, it's your boy Joseph Rothschild, aka MBT, and let's start out with something extremely important. Let's just go to the reaction set here.
Yo, mom is so stupid. She tripped over the Super Bowl. Yeah! Yo, mom is so. She knew Snoop Dogg.
I have to go kill my dog real
It was
quick.
just the Super Bowl. Yeah! Yo, mom is so short. One drop of rain drenched the Super Bowl. Yeah! Yo, mom is so evil. When she signs you up for ice hockey, your coach was the Super Bowl. Yeah! Yo, mom is so stupid. She buys goldfish crackers to put them to the soup. Yo, mom is so skinny. When she went out in a red dress, people shouted, Super Bowl! Oh, wait, never mind. Yo, mom is so smart. Her brain could feed the Super Bowl! Yo, mom is so skinny. When she wore a black hoodie, people thought she was the Super Bowl! Yeah! Yo, mama's so ugly. When she died and went to heaven, everyone went to the Super Bowl! Yo, mama's so rich. She didn't turn Medusa into stone. She turned her into the Super Bowl! Yeah!
Now, isn't that precious?
Yo, mama's so strict. She wouldn't even let the devil trick the Super Bowl! Yeah!
Douchebag.
Yo, mama's so hot. When she played Hello Neighbor, the neighbor invited her to the Super Bowl! Ah!
Great video. That's a great one. I watch this once a day to keep me humble, to remember that there's some masterpieces.
Mango on a fork.
There's some heights I will never be able to reach personally. Okay, we got to do Jank Bank this morning. You know, that's like the most important thing we have to do. But I real quick want to talk about one thing on Twitter that I saw. Oh, is Farfa here? Great. Good morning, Americans. Good morning. I had a very interesting morning. I actually had to go get a CAT scan, and I went in for the CAT scan, and it's for a potential hernia. And I was like, all right, I'm ready for the CAT scan. And they go, all right, you want to drink some barium? And I'm like, sure. And they're like, actually, we'd have to wait for it to get down your entire intestines. Let's just do it without the barium. And I was like, oh. And they were like, yeah, we can still see it. I'm sure we can still see it. And I go, okay. But the whole thing was like a 10-minute process. Like I walked in, I walked out, and then I drove home. But unfortunately, I drove home and I was able to go back to bed because this thing was scheduled for fucking 6 a.m. So I had to get up at like 5 and drive there. And then I go and everything's closed. And I'm like, hey, I'm here. And they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I have a thing at 6. And they're like, oh, well, they don't open till 6. And I'm like, and? They told me to be here a half hour early. Yeah, you know. How does healthcare work for a self-employed guy? Oh, it's really easy. Every month I have to fuck my wife so that she stays married to me and I get to use her insurance. Okay, let's check out this incredible tweet. So this is a little bit of a goofy Ohio Riz moment. I'm sorry, did I just learn there's one specific person in Ohio with an impossibly massive viral load of a unique COVID variant that we only know about because they are pissing so much of it into the local sewer, it shows up as a graph outlier like fucking Virus's Georg. So, yes, this is what's happening. Cryptic lineage is what they're calling this, which is so fucking funny. We've made no progress identifying the individual, but we've learned a few things. First, they live in Columbus and travel to the Washington courthouse because that's where the piss is coming from. Second, they are pissing more viralness every single day. Third, they are shedding a few trillion genomes a day. That's incredible. That's them going, okay, so they have a huge, massive intestinal COVID infection, but they may not know it because they might just think they have doo-doo shit disease. And there they are. That's the cryptic lineage, Virus's Georg. It's so funny. It might also be like COVID in a trench coat. There's one very funny theory in the comments that's like, are you sure it's not a bunch of people with small infections who are pissing into like a bus that has a bathroom on it that drops off the sewage at these two locations? And they're like, we're pretty sure it's one guy. They were like, we're pretty sure it's just one guy. And it was like, man, that was a really compelling argument, but you really think it's one guy? Could it be an animal? No one pisses this much. All I have to say is, what's up, Ohio? Auga! Oh, that's a goofy Ohio Riz. Washington Courthouse is a town of 15,000. 1,600 people commute between Columbus and Washington Courthouse. We've got a number. I will say, like, it's probably an invasion of privacy to find out who the actual guy is. But imagine getting a call and being like, hi, are you Bob Jones? And the guy goes, yeah. And he goes, this is going to sound weird. Do you do shit in Washington Courthouse? They're going to go, uh-huh. You go, okay. You need to head directly to an emergency room so we can put you in a bubble for the rest of your life. It's like, you... Please do not drink any water on the way to the emergency room because we know how that works out. We actually need a cup of this dude's piss. This is actually the new anti-drug test strategy. So you know how they made all those pills that if you smoke weed, you can beat a drug test the next day, right? This is the same concept, but instead of beating a drug test by, like, erasing the weed particles from your piss, it fills your piss with so much disease that the machine will explode upon trying to read it. One guy's piss is so full of COVID, he's patient zero. That's literally what's happening, though. The cryptic lineage. Oh, my God. Good stuff this morning. Let's watch the new Farfa video because I'm a glutton for punishment. What is this? Exactly 8 minutes? Oh, thank God. Joshua Schmidt! More like Joshua Shit. That guy sucks because he hates Mathmech. I'm just kidding. I watched Joshua... Okay. I will actually do my Joshua Schmidt talk here. I'm trying to, that last tier list I did really well. So I'm thinking I'm going to make some more of them. So I'm watching pro players tier list to get a sense of where they think the format is at, right? So I watched the Joshua Schmidt video. Great video. One question. Okay. I'm going to see if I can find the exact point. Okay, here it is.
The deck is still completely legal. In my opinion, it was the best deck for YCS London, and you can still play it. Most of the other decks getting weaker, you can still play the exact same deck. So I have...
Okay. I will ask you all the question about this deck. Live Twin Runick Sprite. Why is this deck good? I don't understand personally. I don't get it. Every single pro player is like, this is the best deck in the format by a lot. They're like, oh my god, it has no peer. But it has like no tops. I just don't understand. Is it like when Hoban was convinced Tier was still playable? Or like how does every single circle has come to the same consensus, which is this is the best deck in the format, and then they go to an event and get clapped by Timmy from Locals playing like a Cash Tira build from 2 months ago. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. It's the second best performing deck at YCS London. Is that true? I'm clicking it. Make the joke. I'm trying not to. Okay. I am seeing a fair amount of Sprite. But all the Sprite builds that are in top 16 are the Melfi ones, right? In fact, I can only find 2 or 3 of the Runick Live Twin one. Vincenzo, I think, is the only one. Not many played it. See, that's the thing. Every time I'll like bump into Raph and I'll be like, what are you playing? And he'll be like, oh, I'm playing the best deck. It is Live Twin Runick Sprite. And I'll be like, okay, cool. And then I'll come back like after 7 rounds and I'll be like, how'd it go? And he goes, I ended up dropping. One of my opponents ate one of my cards, and I don't have an out to that. They ate it, and it was in their stomach, and I didn't want the DQ, so I dropped. And I'm like, weird. And I was like, well, are any of your teammates expected to top with the list? And he's like, no one else bought the list because someone bought out Kiss a Kill on the day of the event, and we couldn't find it. And I was like, really? Huh. There's always like something happening that prevents it from doing well. And I think at some point I have to just be like, if you don't have a game plan for getting your cards eaten, maybe the deck is bad. I don't think it's undisputed, but it is really good. I'll believe it when I see it. And right now I'm seeing a lot of cash. I don't know. There's like no tournaments under the new list. It could very well be very good. Do we have any tournaments under the new list that are worth talking about? Let me actually even see. No. None of these are under the new list, right? No. But if we go to Robbie Cole's channel, we can find, oh my god, the new Yu-Gi-Oh format is crazy. Let's check out the Banlist case tournament in Dunkston, Ohio. It was won by the Cryptic Lineage guy. I thought he had... Here's Mikanko winning something. Here is Kong's Cards case tournament, where finals was Tier versus Cash Tira. Let's go, baby. Wait, this is actually from Ohio. Oh man. All right, let's do new cards, new cards, new cards, new cards. New card. There's one card. All right. Vlad, this one ain't going up on YouTube. New cards, PogChamp, new cards. PogChamp, light the signal of destruction with bonfire. This reminds me of my favorite Childish Gambino song, Bonfire. Do you remember when Childish Gambino used to rap like he did in Bonfire? It was real amazing. It was legitimately like freshman year high school raps. He would be like, I'm going to the store. I call myself a Kroger. I like to smoke weed. I call myself a smoker. And everyone went, no, you don't understand. This guy's like an intelligent rapper, right? Like most people just rap about money and drugs, but like he raps about like real shit. His wordplay is incredible. It's unbelievable. I need some mayonnaise, so I'd make a stop at Dylan's. If having shitty sex was murder, I would be killing. And everyone goes, oh my god, he's incredible. Wow, how did he come up with that? Holy shit. Hold up. How do... Anyway. You can't slander Camp? In fact, I can. In fact, Camp is the easiest album to slander in the history of time. You know, what's it gonna do? Like, open a song with, "Hey, my name is Childish Gambino, and I'm here to say..." "She be all up on my dick with a poker face. Then I smack yo girl wearing the Joker face." All right, see, I can't tell if that's actually a bar from Camp. I could not tell you. Bonfire is good. Okay, listen. I'm going to... First two lines of Bonfire. What are they? Ready? "Okay, it's Childish Gambino. Homegirl, drop it like the NASDAQ. Move white girls, cause there's coke up my ass crack." What an incredible bar. And he says it like he's 14. Oh, damn, I don't want to listen to it in Apple Music. Come on. Can I just click this and it plays? No, of course not. That would be too easy. He is the GOAT. What can I say? All right, back to the other Bonfire, which is just as good. Normal spell card. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. 1. Add a level 4 or lower Pyro monster from your deck to your hand. Awful. Terrible card. I'm sorry to tell you. It's one of those GX cards. In GX, there's a bunch of cards that are just like, you win! They're like a normal spell that reads, add a card from your deck to your hand, and you go, oh! This is one of them. Thankfully, it's not good. There are no good level 4 or lower Pyro monsters in the game. Theoretically, you can use this to search, I think, the new Volcanic guy, Volcanic Trooper, more like Volcanic Pooper, which is a good card in that deck, but the deck isn't great. A lot of people have been jerking their little ding-dong off because you can get this card called, oh, Callie has already posted it, Agniminal Candle. This is a 4-star monster, which when added to your hand, special summons it, which means that this card is about as powerful as Photon Thrasher, except it requires a Garnet. So, this is, no, I don't think this is going to do it. Chat saying Lampsies, that's what Prank Kids needed. The difference between 18 kids and 21 kids was the difference between tier 5 and tier 0, for sure. Bad Salamangreat Mirror. Yeah, pretty much. No, I don't like it. Barrier Statue of the Inferno. I mean, any deck that wants to play Barrier Statue wouldn't want to play 6 copies of it. This means we can play non-Runick Volcanic. I will tell you the unfortunate truth. I think non-Runick Volcanic is the best build already, even without this card. I don't know what we were thinking putting Runick in that deck. Those cards are so bad in that list. They're terrible. There's some incidental synergy that was nice, and I like the concept a lot, like converting the empty advantage into advantage that actually matters. But in practice, like, oh my god, you have a 33% chance of opening, like, Flashing Fire is less good than, like, you have a 50% chance of opening, like, a Veiler or an Ash or something. Volcanic wants to be able to kill in the battle phase. I don't think that's true. The thing is that any damage Volcanic can get is insane because, like, you have the 15 if you're playing the scatter shots, which you probably shouldn't be. You have the chip damage of the bomb tokens that get blown up. But importantly, Emperor just wins the game. Because, like, by turn 3, he's doing 45 on summon. So, you just want to, like, get in once with, like, Rocket. This is what Sohrab used to do, is he would just, like, make Utopia and just, like, poke, and people would be like, okay, and it's like, okay, that's lethal, thank God. It's an interesting card for Volcanic. I guess it's another way to get Shell into hand in a deck that already has 45,000 ways to get Shell into hand or graveyard. It's a way to get Trooper into hand, and Trooper is, like, the best summon in the deck for sure. So who knows? It'll probably be playable in it. But I bet you play, like, 2. I bet, like, the only way the deck can brick is by drawing too many of this card. Agnimal Candle in Volcanic Sync for Laval X-Lord. Yo! So what you're saying is that none of the new Pyro support is good enough to make a literal 1-to-1 Rhoda good? Well, this isn't a literal 1-to-1 because it's got a hard once per turn. But yeah, that is what I'm saying. It's Rhoda. It can't be that bad. I don't think you all understand. There are a significant amount of cards for which, or archetypes for which Rhoda is an actively bad card, right? Like, Dino has better Rhoda, and it's okay. Reptile Rhoda would be dog shit for sure, for sure. Nemesis flag. Bad news for Colossus enjoyers. We are never getting that card back. Plant Rhoda when? You are a plant enjoyer, aren't you? I can tell. All right, let's do I think we should I can't decide if I want to do the Twitter thread or the Jank Bank. I think the right pick is the Twitter thread. But I should do Jank Bank. No, Vlad can just rush. Both at the same time? Good idea. Do the Super Bowl? Yeah, for sure. All right, let's watch the Farfa video, then we'll do the Twitter thread.
In what is perhaps the best ban list in...
All right, who edited this video? Guess. It's got to be Crush Cards. That's that Crush Card asset I know. It was Crush Cards. Got it in one. Wait. Why is Joshua Schmidt here? Huh?
many years, Konami has done something completely unprecedented.
Monstrous.
This video is quiet.
Even
Demonic.
now, although to be fair, the bar for worst ban list possible is not very high. I'm talking about ban list possible is not very high. I'm talking about releasing a Forbidden Limit list on a weekend, a Saturday at 5 p.m. Yes, in the middle of two national championships and a YCS. Konami just drops a list mid-round. Anything to hurt
Okay, I love Farfa's new setup. So he's at his mom's for a couple of months. I love the bed that's just full of crap. I'm a huge fan of, like, the extreme top-down, the, like, hey, everybody, it's me, Farfa. You all excited for a new episode of Yu-Gi-Oh? Doo-doo! You know, it's great. I also, is he about to shit-talk Konami? Be careful. He's a Konami employee now.
And a YCS. Konami just drops a list mid-round. Anything to hurt content creators is A-okay in my book. Those guys are the stupidest people ever.
And by the way, according to this, it is not restricted.
Gotcha.
My second channel for more raw, unrefined highlights. Speaking of unrefined, I'm sorry about the mess, but I've just moved in.
You think I haven't
lazy.
watched content?
Stop, just, okay. And my Patreon shoutouts go to...
I would never leak anything. Hey, that's me.
Without your patron support, this channel would not be able to function, mostly. Alright, boys and girls, it's that time of the year where I took to the polls and I asked the Brain Dead Bird app for their opinion. So, I generally support human rights, but 75% of my followers out of 4,000 voters stated that they felt positive to very positive about this ban list.
Yeah. I don't think there's too much to be mad about on the ban list. I guess you could be upset theoretically that they didn't hit some of these decks harder. Like, the top decks are probably still the same top decks with the exception of Purrely. I think the people who are disappointed are Purrely pilots, which I understand. But I don't think there's too much to be mad about.
Over on YouTube, that number was about 5% higher, and 80% of 18,000 voters stated that
Whoa,
they felt
YouTube and Twitter with the same outcome? That doesn't sound right.
new TCG list was positive to very positive as well. Now, an overwhelming majority of players seem to actually quite enjoy this list, and that's on both platforms, although 5% extra on YouTube, and I wonder why that is. Maybe you guys just hate Cyberstein more. Let's find out why.
Okay.
YouTube and
Time for me to be okay. Frequently when I watch people's content, I just become the biggest hater in the known universe, but I'm going to do it right now. Someone pointed this out to me, and it's ruined my perception of all these videos forever. So you all now will have to suffer in my pain. What's with the YouTube thing where people start a line while laughing? You know what I'm talking about? They go, "Hey everybody, it's Joseph Rothschild." So today we're going to be looking at why do people do that? Watch.
I wonder why that is. Maybe you
What is he laughing about? What do you have to be happy about?
guys just hate Cyberstein more. Let's find out why people like this ban list more.
And the second that someone told me that, it ruined thousands of videos for me. You know all those, you know why it was pointed out to me? Let me pull up the video that someone pointed it out to me on. Fuck, I can't find it. Can I filter just by shorts? I found it, yeah.
No, I'm telling you, Rainbow Friends messed up. All their characters look like they need to see a dentist.
The black guy in this one does it for every single line in this video.
That was actually done on purpose.
There's no way.
Think about it. Teeth are the hardest substance in human bodies, even harder than bones. That's why children hate losing them. If you notice, some of the scariest characters have messed up teeth. The devs do this to make them look scarier.
That's why Pink has such a messed up smile.
Actually, Pink's story is pretty dark. There's a
as soon as someone pointed that out, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna see this in every video forever.
Psy-Frame Gear Gamma got limited, and let's be real, that card is absolutely toxic.
Absolutely
I
correct.
legitimately feel
100%
like Chaos
correct.
Ruler was inadvertently banned because
Hand
of the
traps
interaction of
need to
Psy-Frame
resolve.
Gear Gamma going first. Because resolving Gamma going first against an Ash Blossom was, well,
I came, I saw, and I came again.
They deleted old Cyberstein, who naturally was probably worth banning, considering how for a measly singular life point, it could summon 5,000 fusion monsters.
That's
now,
true.
Come on, when have you ever seen Cyberstein do anything remotely fun or enjoyable that isn't summoning Exterio or being infinitely activated under the Psychic equip spell with Reproducus? You want that in the game?
Okay, I'm gonna say it. I think that Konami is anti-LGBTQ, right? Because they banned Cyberstein, which is kind of personally responsible for funding Danny's lifestyle. Danny rolls up every week in a Duel Live or to sub replay to watch someone be like, "Yo, I did a Cyberstein replay," and Danny's not LGBTQ, but he's like quirky.
Okay. Super Heavy Samurai Scarecrow. Now, nobody is upset about this, except for the people that had to buy a rare that had one singular printing 9 years ago for the next challenge. The people that had to buy a rare Samurai Scarecrow. Now, nobody is upset about this.
I am a little upset about this. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it is a little early to be taking Super Heavy Samurai back behind the shed. And while it isn't as big of a hit as it was to Purrely, it is a big hit. Like, the deck has gone from the, like, almost unquestioned second best deck to, like, maybe tier 2. Like, it's a big deal.
Except for the people that had to buy a rare that had one singular printing 9 years ago for
I thought it had two
challengers for $20, but Link ones were a mistake. Everyone knows this, and put it this way. The
It's
mark
certainly
of
a toxic
format
card.
being bad is usually in the number of hand traps required, especially Droll and Lockbird. Diablosis the Mind Hacker.
Yeah, this guy
so
can
I
go
want
to
to
hell.
say that even on release, this card had absolutely poor card design. Rip a card out of your extra deck and then deletes most of your deck. All it required was some combo or archetype to abuse sevens and banishing. Well then guess what? Konami went and created an entire archetype based on Diablosis. No, that is my unpopular, unhinged, tinfoil hat conspiracy take. They didn't make Kashtira because of the lore. They literally invented
No, I believe this.
YCS's fourth persona,
the literal
just to build
same
a deck
colors.
around Diablosis. YCS Starfrost. Sounds like a Gundam Wing fanfiction.
I'll kill you.
Combine.
Listen. I don't think he's really gay enough for.
All the Kashtira hits, we had Unicorn limited to 2, not 1, but 2, because I guess if you draw it, it's fine, but if you don't draw it, it's also fine. Rise Heart to 1 is kind of interesting. It's a disgusting, overpowered centrifugal force in a format that
Whoa! DJ, run that shit back.
Disgusting, overpowered centrifugal force.
Centrifugal? What the fuck is that? Ugh, I can't stand British people. Centrifugal.
In a format that demands you answer a 3000 attack, sometimes indestructible, Macrocosmos boss monster. Well, I suppose that begs the question.
Say vitamin.
Do you think Kashtira is still the best deck post-Banlist? Leave a comment down below and I will pretend to read it, probably replying with something like, oh, what an interesting point. That's very valid. Thank you for raising that. A pointer ban. Now, have any of you tried playing Edison format? Do you know how Dust Shoot is like super unfun? Imagine Dust Shoot, but also for spells, and searchable by thrust, branded expulsion. And I think this might be one of the first times in history Konami hits the root of the problem instead of the symptoms.
I mean, there is a second route.
Remember when we banned like 7 tuner monsters because of Halka Fibrax for 4 years, and then guess what? All of those tuners slowly but surely just came back to the game. Weird. Who could have seen that coming? Now, as a mercy for all 4 of the gimmick puppet players in the world, Konami decided to attack the root of the problem rather than hitting the gimmick puppet or Ido or the 19 other toxic cards you could hypothetically summon off of expulsion.
This is a weird cut, right? Didn't he just say this basically?
They decided to hit expulsion. And so that way, it's a win-win for everyone. Branded doesn't have to play this terrible trap card.
Okay, I'll talk about this in a sec.
And gimmick puppet players continue to play their tier 47 deck in G Batman.
Okay. So, not to kick her while she's down, but Scarlon has this like thread of her losing to like an opponent who opened Dimensional Barrier in game 3, and she's like, how could this happen? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, you know, I mean, yeah, that's a valid thing to be upset about. It fucking blows. But 2 weeks ago, she was like, oh, Branded isn't any worse. And I think, I don't think that's true. And I think the reason for that is like, Branded, I was going to talk about this in the tier list video, and I'll bring it up again then, but like getting a handle on where Branded is in the format is almost impossible, right? Because it got weaker. Like, it had to have gotten weaker. Cards were taken out of the deck. But on one hand, we've got like Branded's linear game plan, which is get to Lost, resolve Branded Fusion, go the fuck off, Cartesia, Quem, Giga, Gogaga, Giga, Guga. And on this side, we've got the secret game plan, which is set expulsion, summon gimmick puppet, get fucked, right? And so you could play this game plan the entire time and do extremely well because it's a competent, powerful game plan. But every couple of games, maybe a dip into this pool. Your opponent has removal for this kind of stuff. They've boarded in a way that this stuff is particularly powerful. You don't want to lose to cards that are better if they don't have monsters on their side of the field. So it lost this option. It still has the ability to do pretty much everything on this side, but the inaccessibility of this free win button puts it at a disadvantage against other decks because every other deck is already playing an instant win button. So Scarlon is in here like, I hate that all these decks get to play these cards that win the game on the spot. It's like, my sister in Christ, that was the whole conceit of your deck forever. But like, that's what I mean when I say Branded has gotten weaker. It no longer has access to its I win button. It has to figure something else out. Like maybe it starts boarding fucking anti-spell fragrance or something. And I will just be honest, that sucks. I completely feel her pain when she's like, oh, you know, this isn't a fun way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! It isn't. card that wins the game immediately versus card that counters the card that wins the game immediately and then wins the game immediately by virtue of countering the card that wins the game immediately, that's not an interesting gameplay loop. So...
And I think we call that justice.
Blaster, Dragon Ruler of Infernos, is now back at 1.
Oh, she's
I
in
honestly
chat.
feel like
Good.
these guys
All right,
just
I'm
go
not
to
shit
one
talking
each
her
and
behind her
nothing would
back.
Really happen. You'd probably get like a B tier Dragon Ruler Rocket Link variant deck at best, especially with no Tomahawk or Aurora Dawn.
What are we playing Blaster in? What are we playing Blaster in? Fire Fist. Wrong. Battling Boxer. I don't know, man. Volcanics. I will be playing it in Volcanics. Let me tell you, I will be playing it in Volcanics for sure. I mean, this isn't real.
Mathmech Circular to 1. Oh boy. Contentious and daring, are we? Well, now the consistency of having 9 copies of Circular drops to like 7, I guess? Oh no. I guess I'll...
Summon update, summon transcode, summon access.
The real problem card is Update Jammer. I will die on this hill. Hammer the Jammer.
I think that access code is independently a problem, but Jammer is ridiculous. It's unbelievable. This is such a strange hit, and I've talked about it at length, but it's like they're hitting it just for Joshua Schmidt's benefit. Like, we can all tell that like what's going on in the Mathmech deck is very powerful, and a lot of the power is concentrated in one specific card. But putting that card to 1 just means you have 3 Signet Mining, 3 Small World. Defensor gets to it, Alimbertion gets to it, which means any 2 4s get to it. Which means that you're already getting it 100% of the time anyway. It's like maybe it stops repeatability, but this deck doesn't really need repeatability because on turns 2 and 3, you're just going to normal summon your second Diameter and make access code regardless, which you can still do. They're just hitting it to feel good about it. It's like the... Don't worry, we voted of Banlist hits. And it didn't really need to happen because Mathmech is not a very good deck.
Dang long, first of the Yang Zing, because it's been too dang long.
There's more points of interaction when you have to search it, to be fair. That is true. It is a lot less easy to find Circular into an established board or through hand traps than it used to be. But that's also fine because the hand traps that were being played against, specifically Mathmech, were like Droll and Lockbird. They won the game on the spot, and they'll still do that.
I really don't know what's going to abuse this the most. Please don't say Sword Soul. You don't know what you're talking about. Maybe Zephyra? Manadium, potentially? Are we going to see Meadowfoe Yang Zing?
Why is he hating on Sword Soul Danglong? He's right to hate on Sword Soul Danglong. Listen, the power of Sword Soul, and we'll talk about this more in the tier list video when I inevitably make it. The power of Sword Soul is that you can open Moye, Tenyi, 3 hand traps. If they wanted to do balls to the wall combos, they already have tools for that. It's called Ringo Worm, and they're not playing it.
Again, bear with me. What if, hold that thought. What if Yang
Oh, good,
Zings
Spence is in
are
here.
the deck
Spence
to take
gave me that that opinion.
Why would the deck that the boss monster belongs to be the one that is actually used? That's like saying Predaplant Verteanaconda's good in Predaplants. Like,
real quick, I want you to lowball guess how much Manadium a tier 2 deck costs. Many tier 2 decks are inexpensive, okay? That doesn't mean anything. I know that Manadium is randomly very expensive. I'm going to say it is a $400 deck. I'm going to say it is a $400 deck.
We got a Guido.
It is a $470 deck. That sounds about right.
huh. Yeah, we just abused that for like 2 years on Dragoon and DP, didn't we? Purrely
Yes.
Delicious Memories. I don't know anything
forgot
about
how to eat.
Purrely. I've tried so hard to learn that deck. I just can't.
This motherfucker is casting the WCQ, right? Didn't he do that while this ban list dropped? Does not know anything about Purrely. Come on.
Can't learn it or wrap my head around it. Super heavy.
Farfa, I'm gonna tell you this. You just have to play like 3 games of Purrely and you will be a master Purrely caster. It is such a boring ass deck. The issue with Purrely is like learning how to cast Purrely is difficult in that it's not a hard gameplay loop to grasp, but you have to stay awake throughout the Purrely player's opening turn, which is like, it's a very difficult thing to do.
Samurai, I think I can play that pretty well. Purrely, on the other hand, I'm just gonna give you a meme.
They took its fucking memories.
Please do not take away my delicious
Uh-oh.
memories. I need them, or else I will starve.
Notorious.
Okay, that's probably fine, but that audio's from a cameo I paid Gianni for, with the express condition that it not be uploaded as a monetized video. So I think it'll be all right, but
Sacred Tree got limited, specifically because discarding off of every Runick card was a little broken, and I don't know how I feel about this. Non-once per turn card effects in Yu-Gi-Oh are fun. They're also sometimes pretty busted and unfair. I mean, can you really compare Notorious Sacred Tree to Infernity Archfiend? I mean, come on. Well, that's basically it for all the cool main stuff. I mean, there was a whole bunch of semi-limits and unlimits that no one cares about except Sky Striker players, and I'm so looking forward to seeing Engage draw Engage again.
I'm with her. Hey, there's Joshua Schmidt.
Despite the fact these 2019 etc. TOS format decks keep coming.
When are you playing Master Duel? First time?
One has to really
literally
question and
first time.
ask, where Colossus? Where Electromite? I think I forgot something. If you forgot it, then it wasn't.
I love this part of the video where
probably
Farfa
right.
reads out
Where is
memes
Gazelle?
made by his
You have to
terrible
really feel
fan
for
base.
Something like Lightning Storm
that's
too. It's
his
I mean,
fan
it's
base
just
is
kind of more
probably better than
frustrating if you fall
mine.
victim to it, but I guess it's also kind of broken versus back row decks, isn't it? Well, like one less copy gives you 2 and 1 with Duster, so you're still terrified for your life every single time you go post siding as a trap player, but maybe 7% less terrified? Gen X ally Birdman and Samsara Lotus are back, so if you get FTK'd, well then just know that if you're a 30-year-old boomer like myself, you shouldn't have thrown away your Nokia 3310, because guess what? Morphtronics are back, baby! Let's go! I don't know what's going on with my...
I don't understand that one. What do Morphtronics do with Gen X Ally Birdman? What do they do with Samsara Lotus? Morphtronics make Samsara Lotus Bomber FTK. Telephone enables that? Well, Telephone is in itself an FTK, right? Oh, is this a Last Card Standing meme that I'm to not watching Last Card Standing to understand? I'm trying to watch Last Card Standing. I just don't have enough time. It is a very fun series.
Content. Why don't you subscribe and find out more? Maybe donate on Patreon to really keep me afloat here. As you can see, I'm basically homeless out here. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. And until next time, adios.
Solidarity with Farfa's other house. No man should be forced to sleep on all that crap. Ugh. This was a fun video. Oh my god, this is my office. I sleep in the other room with my wife. I hate YouTube. You sleep with your wife? Oh man. See, I would, but I can't get her and her boyfriend in the same bed as me. It's too tight. All right, let's do the Twitter thread. All right, this was a bad Twitter thread, by the way. I was really excited about this Twitter thread. I learned that none of my viewers know a goddamn thing about past formats. So if you are like an FL person and watching this stream just because you need something to do on a Tuesday morning, I am begging you, please reply with an answer to this question in the next 45 seconds. There are 3 good responses. There's like 10 good responses, and I can talk about each of those 10 for about 2 minutes, but I need a jumping off point, right? I think it's long been understood that the point of the Twitter thread is it's a vehicle for me to just get distracted on a tangent. But I need the tan so I can gent. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. The meta breaking channel is bad, dog, I guess. Well, that's not... Format breaking isn't meant to break Yu-Gi-Oh formats. It's meant to break custom formats, but yeah. Ugh. You need a ban, or you need a tan white boy. I need a ban. I need a ban, a Garten of ban. I need a Jumbo Josh. I need a Stinger Flynn. I need Nightmare ban to put it in. I need that. That's actually on camp if you've ever heard. It all connects. Ugh. All right. I will give you until we finish watching one of the Built by Gamers shorts to post a good answer to this question. What do we want to do? The most peaceful Backrooms level. Here we go.
You could take a vacation to the Backrooms.
Vacation?
I'm telling you, level 37 is the most peaceful level.
You're talking about the pool rooms.
Yeah, it's relaxing, no entities, but even the water's drinkable.
Dude, stop. The pool room is not peaceful. There's entities.
No, I'm pretty sure there's just lifeguards and swimmers.
Yeah, there is lifeguards and swimmers, but there's a danger zone that has an entity called a glitchton.
A glitchton?
Yeah, so it's a neon skeleton with metal arms. It can hear you from anywhere, but also you won't be able to hear it coming.
So basically dead silence?
Yeah, but that's not the only issue. There's only 3 ways to escape. So the first way is the easiest. Find the cylinder-shaped staircase and you're out. And the second way, people usually escape by accident.
Isn't there exits in the dark areas?
Yeah, there is, but the third way is the absolute hardest.
You could take a vacation.
What the fuck is this? I feel like I'm going crazy. I think they're reading ChatGPT. I'm pretty sure they are reading ChatGPT. In fact, let's get on ChatGPT real quick.
We got a Guido.
A Guido. Sorry, I have to delete my old chat GPTs where I asked them to RP with me as a cute femboy Garden of Ban character. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Write me a podcast about the Backrooms. Write me a 1-minute podcast about the Backrooms. Oh, this is actually exactly what I just... That's exactly what I just watched. Holy shit. Those who have ventured into the Backrooms describe a sense of disorientation and a feeling of being watched. The rooms seem endless, repeating infinitely with no discernible exits. Some claim to have encountered mysterious entities lurking in the shadows, their intentions unknown. This is pretty good. Do it again, but with 2 hosts talking to each other. And I'm your co-host, Mark. Today we're driving into the captivating and eerie realm of the Backrooms. Picture this, Mark. You're gay. All right, stop. Okay, new chat. Generate me an intro for an MBT video where I read a Twitter thread and lie to my parents about it being a real job. Hey there, tank enthusiasts! Close. Welcome back to another episode of Tank Talk, the ultimate destination for all things armored warfare. I've got something real special in store for you today, so buckle up. Now picture this. You stumble upon a captivating Twitter thread filled with jaw-dropping tales of adventure. It's talking about main battle tanks. It's talking about main MBTs, not me. But it did get tank enthusiasts. That's incredible. Holy shit. All right. Write me an intro for MBT Yu-Gi-Oh's Twitter thread series. There we go. Welcome to the world of MBT Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling enthusiasts, gather round, prepare to embark on an extraordinary journey through the captivating realm of Yu-Gi-Oh! Join us as we delve deep into the intricacies of the game, exploring its... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Shorter, please! Oh, this is close. Welcome to MBT Yu-Gi-Oh's Twitter thread series. Join us as we explore the thrilling world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Discover deck-building strategies, mind-blowing combos, and the captivating lore behind the legendary cards. Unleash your duelist potential and become a true master in this strategic game. I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my... Oh my god, what the fuck? Why would it say that? That's what it says. All right, hold up. Hornier. What do you think this is going to generate for us? Oh, it's thinking. I'm sorry. I'm unable to generate that story for you. Can you make it more slutty? It's like, can I? It's already pretty slutty. I'm unable to generate the content you're looking for. Respectful information for users. Can you make it respectfully... What's like a respectful word for horny? Seductive. Can you make it provocative? Gets the people going. No. I'm not able to generate provocative or explicit content. Can you make it more salacious? Can you make it more R-rated? Can you fucking shut up, you stinking ass crack? No. Can you make it more risque? Can you make it shorter? That's the same length. They just took the emojis out. Can you tell me when you're about to come? Last time you got it all over my face. All right, let's just go to the Twitter thread. This ain't working. It has banned me from ChatGPT. All right, let's do emotes only. Hey everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka MBT, and we are back with another Twitter thread. Today we're talking about something that apparently no one knows but me. Apparently I'm the only one who knows this shit. Let me run it back. Today we are talking about some historic Yu-Gi-Oh formats. So the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh formats is that they are historic, and there's historic Yu-Gi-Oh formats. I'm still using the ChatGPT one, basically. Today we are going to be talking about some historic Yu-Gi-Oh formats. So Yu-Gi-Oh formats are... transient is not the right word. Is transient the right word? Let me actually Google the word transient. What? No, I think there's actually an S in there. Oh no, that... impermanent. That's a better one. Today we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh formats. Yu-Gi-Oh formats are impermanent, to borrow a phrase from Yu-Gi-Oh. They only exist for a short period of time, and since there's 55,000 legal cards at any given time in Yu-Gi-Oh, frequently that means that formats go unsolved. In fact, almost every single format that's received historic attention, things like Edison or GOAT, has changed dramatically from how it was played at the time. So today I'm asking you, what formats changed as a result of increased attention once people started taking them more seriously? I'm beginning with 2012. In 2012, it was widely understood that there were only a couple of decks you could be playing, and one of them was Dark World. Now, Dark World historically flopped on release, was not able to convert at the YCS after which it was released, but using modern deck building principles, we found that a significant amount of those formats, pretty much in a row, the best thing you could be playing by a country mile is Dark World. That's because previous Dark World builds are like loaded up on conditional traps and like occasionally make it to Grapha. But nowadays, we would just throw in like Into the Void, Upstart Goblin, and maybe 3 Skill Drain and call it a day. Like, it is unbelievable that people said Dark World was bad because they were playing lists that had Dimensional Barrier in it. What's the card called? Dimension Fissure? Like, it is unbelievable that the general consensus that Dark World is bad came from people who were registering decks with Dimension Fissure in it. Like, yes, battle traps are not good in a deck like this. Anyway, let's see what other things you've come up with. What else have you come up with? Let me turn the emotes back on. I was right the first time. Dimensional Prison, thank you. Like, it is unbelievable that our understanding that Dark World isn't good comes from a bunch of people who were registering decks with Dimensional Prison in it. Anyway, let's see what you all have come up with. And I'm going to see if I can pull up some of the decks from this period as well. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Wow. We really did not know what we were doing. Please have a session with your therapist before today's meme thread. I'm so excited for meme review today. Facts. Coda leads with a very interesting one. Striker Orchest was a playable deck for so long during TOS format, and it wasn't until much later near the end of the format the deck was discovered. It turned out to be much stronger than any of the TOS decks pure, so this is kind of true. Thunder Orchest Sky Striker refers to a series of decks that were good, but doesn't refer to a particular format. There's actually like 3 or 4 formats encompassed within TOS, and during the last couple, Orchest Sky Striker was far and away the best deck. It went unknown for maybe a couple of months longer than it should have, but it certainly wasn't available at the very start of the format. Show replies. Oh, literally Jesse Cotton is in this thread saying the same thing. It wasn't good until Chaos Impact. There were 2 events that should have been played, but hadn't been discussed, but it was definitely not good that whole time. That's true. We will maybe get to this. We're going to see if it shows up in the thread. Rin says, the entire year of 2020 was misjudged by pretty much everyone in the Yu-Gi-Oh community at every point in time. Each of these cards were misjudged as decent or part of a middling archetype or maybe rogue. All of them were tier 1 at some point in time. I will disagree with you. I think that Eldritch was not competitive versus Adamancipator in any meaningful way. This card obviously was crazy. I think Drytron required that second wave of support to be good. First wave actually is pretty bad. This card was massively misjudged by people. Oh shit, we have a Duel Links one. So this is absolutely correct. 2017 Duel Links World Championship Series. The top decks were like Harpies, Dinos, and Relinquished, but Decade piloted Handless to #1 on the global ladder. This is one of the first decks that really made use of the skill Balance, which is functionally just cheating. It lets you Bandit Keith your deck to be exactly what you want it to be, and unsurprisingly, if you can set your old hand, then normal summon Flash Assailant, it's pretty goddamn good. Oh, this is such a monkey deck, by the way. Whew. The Law Yu-Gi-Oh! With the absolute correct answer. Almost everything in 2006. At this point in time, Cyberstein had been reprinted in Dark Begin. Oh, hold up. I gotta go kill my dog. Sadie's like, what the fuck? All right. Almost the entirety of 2006. At this point, Cyberstein had been reprinted in Dark Beginnings 2 and the Sidra fusions were legal, but it wasn't until mid to late 2006 that people realized Cyberstein should be a splash in everything, causing an E-ban in December of 2006. I'm going to be honest with you, post-GOAT deck building is really, really bad. Looking back to what people were playing, it was largely just decks that were good in GOAT format with a couple of changes to mesh with the new ban list. And as a result, people just kind of took this season off. It's unfortunate because it did contain one of the most broken cards in the history of time, Cyberstein. At a time when Last Will was legal, you could really easily tribute for a Monarch, activate Last Will, go Cyberstein into Cyber Twin Dragon and just dome your opponent for a bazillion damage. An interaction that basically ruined Reaper format when we took a look at it a couple of years later. Master Duel entry. For a long time in NR format, we played with Megalith and Metal Foes as the de facto best decks. Then we started interacting with the Japanese NR player base, and we learned Vendread was absolutely broken, and we just hadn't tried it enough. So I think that there's a lot in NR that's really powerful and unexplored just because the player base is smaller and there's a lot of legal cards that people can't identify at a glance. But Vendread is one of the most independently difficult archetypes to place in the history of time. It's just like all the cards do stuff that is hard to conceptualize, and as a result, it's difficult to engage with just how strong this archetype can be. Are we getting NR Part 2? Meowmix says, while the control resource loops of Hat format are still powerful and kind of the reason the format is remembered fondly, hindsight has shown that balls-to-the-wall combo decks like Sylvan were clearly the best things you could be playing. Correct. So Hand Artifact Trap Tricks is an incredibly well-loved deck. It is also incredibly slow. It plays cards like these that you set and wait for your opponent to crash into in order to advance your own game plan. It plays back row that has to be set up over the course of a couple of turns and popped with other back row or your opponent accidentally popping stuff in order to get any value off of. In practice, there are a number of decks in this format that are just unbelievably unbeatable 2020 style combo decks. The most popular of these, of course, is Sylvan, but this one's weird because not only do we know now that Sylvan is good, we knew back then too. In fact, a group of professional players kept the deck fully realized and actualized under wraps until the WCQ season when they could basically bust it out and sweep. Let me see if I can find a list from that period. Hell yeah. So this is a really old profile of Cody Angeloff playing Sylvans at a TCG Player $2,500 tournament, and this is like the first Sylvan top there is. I don't know why, but basically they had scouted out this TCG Player tournament as the testing ground for this deck for the WCQ season, and as a result, like, this random fucking TCG Player event was suddenly stormed by this deck that no one was prepared for right before the biggest tournament of the year. It was so sick. Did you cover this in history? We did, yeah. This is also a period in Yu-Gi-Oh's history where pro players were just lying to people. They would just, like, top with a deck that was suboptimal, hype it up in a deck profile to get other people net decking them, and then just play a deck like this. It was a classic bit of tomfoolery. GOAT, probably one of the best answers in the thread. A lot of this has to do with increased understanding of deck building and game knowledge, but modern GOAT is a completely different format compared to the original incarnation. Chaos Control used to be considered the end-all be-all, now it's like the 7th best deck. So GOAT format is populated largely, historically, by a bunch of exceptionally slow control decks. This is because the top players have the ability to, like Magic the Gathering, out-resource their opponents over the course of a long game, doing a death by 1,000 cuts type of thing. These days, we recognize the power of disrespect. And in a format that includes cards like Giant Trunade, you might as well be trying a jammy-ass combo deck where you've got a couple of draw steps to get things going before your opponent is able to mount any sort of offensive. At the most recent GOAT Control event, the top 2 slots were taken up by this, which is a combination of, like, Cat Combo and Panda Burn, if you're familiar with those decks. You would use Rescue Cat to summon a couple of copies of Gyaku Girei Panda, and then you would flip up like Ojama Trio, and then the Gyaku Girei Pandas would get really big and be able to pierce and walk over the Ojama cards and do a bazillion damage, all facilitated by the fact that Last Will is inexplicably at 3 during this format. This is a really powerful strategy for sure, and is one of the reasons why the GOAT format All-Stars have really been bumped down to Tier 2 status at best. Chaos is still the best GOAT deck by a country mile. Even the Chaos decks that are popular in GOAT do not remotely resemble the GOAT decks that people were playing back in the day. Let me see if I can find it. Well, that wasn't what I wanted. There we go. Like, look at the Chaos decks that populate GOAT format these days. Like, there are some of the same cards in here, but this is a much faster deck than was historically found in actual GOAT format. Double Upstart Goblin was not common. Triple Jar of Greed, not common. That amount of Solemn Judgments, that amount of Raigeki Break. Thunder Dragon at 3 was not super common. Double Knight Assailant for an Inevitability win con. I mean, this is a lot of modern deck building theory applied to a deck from the past. If you want a slower build of this deck, even Chaos Control looks a lot different. You know, it is still playing Scapegoat and Metamorphosis, but Scapegoat at 2, Meta at 3, Interdimensional Matter Transporter in the main, the Knight Assailant package for Inevitability, Triple Dust Shoot. I mean, woof. Show an old list? Yeah, sure. Let me see if I can pull up an old list. I'm going to pull from Worlds here. Oh, god damn it. GOAT Format Worlds puts up the 2022 Worlds. Here we go. Nephthys Metamorphosis Chaos. Machine Chaos. Warrior Chaos. So historically, this is what a GOAT control deck would look like, right? Asura Priest, Archetype Parshath, Tsukiyomi, Warrior Lady. There was a random Monarch. That deck looks bricky. No, it wasn't bricky, really, because you could expect that you would see most of these cards over the course of a game because games just took forever. Duelists played respectfully. They expected their opponent to be able to counter whatever they were doing, but with the benefit of hindsight, in a deck with fucking 6 trap cards, that's not super likely. I think we have some on, yeah. Chaos Restrict ended up winning. Playing like Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys, one hand of Nephthys. And now let's look like this. The control lists look like this. Like, yeah, Dust Shoot is one of the #1 historically overlooked cards for sure. I could talk about the way GOAT format has changed all day. It's so interesting. We'll talk just a little bit more about it. So basically, the number one thing that I think players have recognized now that GOAT format has gotten a lot of mainstream attention that started during COVID is that the Chaos decks need to be faster, and largely they are. Cards like Dust Shoot and Judgment are really, really good. Gyaku Girei Panda specifically opens up a ton of really shitty burn strategies that are insanely strong. And Blade Knight is a good card. The whole thesis of Warrior being a top GOAT control list is like, this card is really good. Have you read this card? I wrote a card market article on how GOAT has evolved. Oh, we'll click this. Let's start from the beginning. It's 2005. YouTube launches. There's a dozen earthquakes, and George Bush starts his second term. Okay, I actually don't have enough time for this. This is a GOAT one while we're on it? Sure. Ooh, ah, as it were. OCG version. At the start of LTGY format, a lot of OCG believes Spellbook to be the best deck, playing builds focusing on Maiden with Eyes of Blue and Scrap Dragon to push for OTKs in the mirror. Of course, Dragon Ruler was better, but it's nice to see an unsolved OCG format. Neat. Oh, Spence. Reaper format was historically played like GOAT 2 with stuff like Tomato Control and Strike Ninja running around. These days, if I had a buckle every time I got OTK'd by this guy, I'd have paid off my student loans. Think he meant buck. Facts. It is fun to see the evolution of Reaper format from this cool, potentially fan-favorite format that plays a lot of the same cards as GOAT, but with faster gameplay and more powerful monsters, to just a completely degenerate last will fest. This is going to sound wild, but Rika Sunavalon for May 2023. Disagree. I disagree with this. Nash is like, it was clapping up my Evil Swarm Cash tier list. Okay. Now we get to the Edison ones. So obviously we have to talk a lot about Edison. Fairies. Only recently in Edison have people realized Christia is a hell of a boss monster backed by the mini heralds and honest. Mix in some chaos and dimensional alchemist with the good DM band stuff and it makes a hell of a board to break. So we are going to probably have to talk about Edison 4 or 5 times over the course of this thread. Not only was Edison a historically unexplored, extremely fun format, it has gone through stages of being unexplored as a modern retro format as well. Fairies is a fantastic example. This is a deck that, it's just so Edison to me. In my opinion, okay, let me roll it back a little bit. The thing about GOAT format is that at the end of the day, despite the fact that the format has transformed pretty radically, there's like maybe 500 total playable cards in the format. Like cards that you would consider slotting into your deck under any circumstance. Edison hits the sweet spot for me of low enough power level that a lot of shit isn't gatekept by like build-a-board combo decks, and expansive enough card pool that there are a lot of extremely playable cards we just did not ever see throughout the entirety of the format. Fairies is a perfect example of that. It includes a significant amount of cards that are just straight up baller. Christia, of course, is the heart and soul of the deck, but maybe even more important, Dimensional Alchemist. No one, I mean None, had to spell it in my head real quick, was playing Nova Herald. No one was playing Shining Angel in 2010. And it turns out that they're potentially top-tier meta threats just because of how they interact with that series of cards. The Heralds were considered as part of, like, the Herald deck, but supplementing them, like, just playing a critical mass of them and being able to find them over the course of a long game is actually crazy strong. And once people recognized that, Fairies shot up to top-tier status in Edison. That said, it is still a deck that requires a lot of thought. It is extremely difficult to play, and for that reason, even in modern Edison, it is underrepresented relative to how powerful it is. People recognize it's extremely strong, but it's very hard to play. All right, we'll come back to Edison because there's actually more Edison later in this thread. Runick Sprite. What? People played the shit out of this card. Due to its horrible Bestial Tear matchup, people just kind of forgot this deck could steal wins easily. Then G-Golem Crystal Heart came out and Tears got banned, and this was the 4th best deck out of nowhere. It was the 4th best deck because it was a new format, and this deck has a really easy gameplay loop. Then it lost a bunch of events. We'll come back to that. Why are people saying this? Oh, this person's saying the opposite, actually. Remember when we thought Sprite was going to be tier 0 during Poke as the OCG? We beat them to Hunter Loops and then we beat them to tier 0. This isn't really fair, right? It's another OCG one. It's not really an answer to the question. We can maybe make this work. We got a card the OCG didn't. Garura wasn't personally responsible for this. It helped a lot, but it wasn't personally responsible for this. Master Duel doesn't have Garura. So here's an OCG one. In the TCG, Sprite was, of course, a very powerful deck, but near the end of the lifespan of Power of the Elements, the top deck was actually a deck called Casino Tier, which would play a lot of random millers in order to get the Tearlaments into the graveyard. Things like the Dangers, setups for Chaos Ruler, and the like. In the OCG, a powerful tier 0 format with Tearlament at the center did not manifest until the release of the Magnificent Mavens Ishizu retrains. Obviously, Kelbeck and Agito make this archetype absolutely incredible, but in the TCG, we found a way to make it incredible even before those cards had been released. This is an innovation that existed for like a matter of weeks, of course. After the release of Mama, it was all over. Nope. Nope. No, not really what I'm talking about. Remember when this structure deck came out and branded was supposed to be the best deck? It was? For like 6 months? Am I... Huh. It was not! Shut the fuck up. Sword Soul over Despia? Just wrong. Just absolutely wrong. The Seb sheet says otherwise. What does the Seb sheet say? Sword Soul at 20%, Despia at 18% for 1 week. No, come on. You'll have to do better than that. Punk Adventure beat both of them the week prior. Come on. If you go to week 5, actually, Despia's up by 3%. They were competitive with each other. Oh, it's actually usually Sword Soul above Despia. That's incredible. I choose to believe that Despia was better. It was Nationals week, Bozo. Well, that means I put less stock in it, right? Oh, congratulations. You won a bunch of WCQs and fucking free-ass locations like NA. Ever heard of that country? Neos Beatdown probably was viable longer than when Angel Flores won his first YCS, but the format of March 2011 with no Cold Wave, no Heavy Storm, only hits on 6 Sam and triple skill drain was probably the sweet spot for when it was truly the best deck. At the time, people were on Sam train. So yes, Neos Alias plus skill drain plus that dogshit hero trap plus Gemini Spark was a core of probably the best deck for a couple of formats that people just did not pay attention to it for. It took, I think, Joji Orlando breaking it in like 2012 for people to realize that the deck had been good the entire time, right? No, that's not true. I think we could make an argument that, like, from the printing of Neos Alias, this deck was secretly insanely good until probably 2013 with the release of the Rulers. I don't know why people weren't exploring it either. How cheap are Edison decks IRL? Pennies. End of 2020, after Phantom Rage release, Multi-Faker at 3, Top Deck Tri-Brigade was ending on Oppo Revolt. I had a 99% win rate. Okay, one, you're talking about your wins, but second, I do agree with you 100%. This format, Altergeist with Mystic Mine as a win condition, was unironically, like, maybe a top 2 deck. The unfortunate truth of the matter is, I don't think people wanted to play it. It was an agonizing game to actually play. Chat's correct. It did actually win the Remote Duel Invitational. I still don't know if this deck is good. Pote format, come on. What? Haha. Perform Age Lightsworn in late 2015 was the best deck for a long time, but no one could play the deck because it was gate-kept by a prize card. No, it wasn't. I'm sorry, it was not. Yes, it was. Thanks, same person who posted that. Adventure branded, said Kraus Arts. Everyone thought it was going to be the next Tier 0, but the TCG and OCG are different formats, so in the end, the patchwork version was better. I liked Adventure branded. Well, there are people just, like, lying. Adventure Dragon Link was the best deck pre-Pote. The popular top decks were Sword Soul and Despia, yet neither deck could beat dragons. Huh, if only we had some sort of pie chart. High Quantal, literal Quantal posting. This was the best deck of last format. So they keep telling me. I'm looking for... Oh, here we go. Back on my Edison shit. Real Edheads know that Zombie, as an engine or pure, was popularized after Keegan held a special Halloween-themed tournament in 2021. This sounds stupid, and like, there's no way that this is how it happened, but it is 100% true. For a significant amount of time, Zombies were imagined to be kind of a mid-Edison deck, and then Keegan held a Halloween event in which there was not only a prize for winning, but a prize for the zombie player who went the farthest, you know, for like Halloween, right? Well, a zombie player ended up winning, and as a result, people kind of took another look at the archetype and recognized, holy shit, Goblin Zombie is basically a card that should have been printed in 2020 but is randomly legal in 2010. The way that it and Pyramid Turtle interact with Mizuki is crazy. This card doesn't miss timing, so if sent to the graveyard with a Diva to make a Bryonic, you can do some truly heinous shit, and the rest is history. Now Zombies is like a top-tier thing you can put in a deck. Another great example is Welladad. Yes, Welladad was only brewed within the last year because people only discovered Power Well exists. I don't think this is necessarily true. I mean, people knew this card existed from a couple of like progression series style things beforehand, but I think Keegan making it his baby is responsible for a lot of people thinking the deck is playable. It is a very hard deck to pilot as well. But also like maybe the most fun shit you can be doing in the format. Perfect example for Common Charity. In Common Charity, Goki was estimated to be a supremely powerful deck. That's because of its run in the Yu-Gi-Tuber Grand Championship Commons week in like 2019. But even before the Tiger Run ban, it was like the 5th or 6th best deck at best. Correct. It later gained the Vernisylph, so now it doesn't insta-lose to a Lava Golem or a Kaiju, but people still seem to believe it's real. It's been a while since you collabed with Keegan. I'm going to try and get him on for the subathon. Some of the very OG early formats, Pharaoh's Servant and Magician's Force, get completely rolled by Stallburn and not Summon 7 Colored Fish and Harpy's Brother like we did as Itty Bitty Babies. This is completely correct. Back in the day, I think everyone was just like looking at the number on the card and being like, this number bigger than other number. But some of Yu-Gi-Oh's earliest sets contain some of the most heinous floodgates ever printed. Chain Energy, Toll, Minor Goblin Official, Vengeful Bog Spirit. These very powerful Stallburn tools that we really wouldn't have a peer for until much, much later. If you go back and play like 2002 format, this shit is unbeatably strong. More GOAT stuff. Yeah, historically, this kind of shit didn't happen, but when GOAT started getting more attention in, like, the late teens, I think this is, like, a 2016, 2017 invention, people found, like, an 80% FTK in Convulsion of Nature. What is that fucking card? Royal Magical Library, shit like that. I think we have pivoted back around to thinking that Reversal Quiz FTK is not good, but sometimes I like solo this deck and think, wow, this thing really does just win the game 80% of the time. This is bad, by the way. So everyone says. It was really good. Here's what I'll say. This deck, in my opinion, marks the difference between old GOAT format and new GOAT format. This deck will solo every single deck anyone ever built for old GOAT format. They're going to like be staring at a set copy of Mirror Force face down and a face up Parshath, and they're like, how do I beat this exactly? New GOAT format is full of bullshit like Judgment and Raigeki Break and will eat this alive. This deck is banned from GOAT tournaments anyway because of a DB bug that lets you cheat? What? I was wondering why people weren't trying it. I'm going to need more information on that. Something maybe a little different, the speedrun community for the Sacred Cards, a 2002 Game Boy Advance game, was broken wide open 3 years ago when people discovered how to properly manipulate the RNG to FTK every single time with Destiny Board. Hell yes. Not exactly the format I was talking about, but we'll take it. Convulsion lets you look at the entire deck of the opponent. DB is refusing to fix it. Annoying. As far as I'm aware, the community gets every format wrong. Well. Master Duel was the most recent example. Most people entered WCS Stage 2 with Tier, but as it went on, many top players realized it wasn't the call with slower games, best of one, and so much targeted hate, making it inefficient to climb, and ended up pivoting off of it for Sprite or EXO. I don't know how I feel about this. I think that Ishizu Tier is still far and away the best thing you can be playing in Master Duel, but the fact that it lines up poorly against Master Duel's ladder system and the way that rating is calculated shouldn't be a knock against the deck, in my opinion. There was a time when the release of the Incantation Ritual monsters that many felt Necros would be able to compete with in the format. What? No, they didn't. They're posting a picture of, like, an old 10-minute testing of mine. This deck is, like, rogue playable. Yeah, look, you're posting an LX Sortio thing where they say it's Tier 3, right? We knew this deck was bad. We just wanted it to be around. It has a couple tops. True Draco Striker was viable for so long before anyone played the deck and would have been the best deck of the format the moment DASA dropped if anyone would have played it. Correct. True Draco Striker, for some reason, is a historically unexplored deck, and the second that people figured it out, it was a travesty to go to anywhere above a local. No. No. Great one. Yes, gadgets were expected to be a near Tier 0 deck on release. It seems that it couldn't. It couldn't reach the same success that it had in the OCG because it was missing Airman. It wasn't even called Stratos yet. And while good, even getting semi-limited, the hype for them was brutal. Yes, gadgets were expected to be the dominant force in the format in which they were released, including the blue gadget, which of course was Stratos. But while that deck in particular was very powerful for a short period of time, these failed to manifest in the same way that they manifested over there. They did okay, and it does have not only some tops, but some wins under their belt, nowhere near the dominance that people were forecasting. Another hero beat enjoyer, correct. This isn't really fair. The engine was seen as so broken, Numeron Eldritch was thought of as the next step after Synchro Eldritch that would ruin the format and be one of the strongest decks ever made. Then Numeron came out and ended up sucking, and it was only ever really used as a cheese strat. That's not true. Numeron was extremely powerful while S0 was legal. Then they banned S0. EM and Pote. Huh? Come on. I feel like we are currently mid-realization about furniture, aka IKEA Labyrinth. Me too. Although, you could argue that the reason that IKEA Labyrinth is good is because Droll started being played as a result of Super Heavy Samurai being released and being very good, and it's a monster combo deck that doesn't lose to Droll. But it is interesting that about a month and a half ago, we were all convinced the only possible way you could play Labyrinth in any sort of competitive capacity was 3 Big Lady and 37 trap cards, and now we're playing, what, 9 traps total, and trying to, like, make Chaos Angel and associated 8-star synchros turn 1. It's very funny. This deck's hard, though. A lot of the reason this deck is not super popular is it's damn hard. Conventional Lab doesn't care about control either, no. Yeah, that's true, but it also is low ceiling enough that any deck that does care about Droll is going to walk all over it. This is an MBT callout, but definitely Runick being a viable deck. Certainly, I got Runick wrong because I expected it to be played like it was in the OCG, where it was like largely a mill condition and didn't make too much of a splash. We just played it as 20 instant fusions. Resolve Big Welcome is hard. If you think that's how the deck plays, resolve Big Welcome and win immediately, you're just wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Links. Getting in on the ground floor to be one of the billions to say Edison. We are back to Edison. This person's name, by the way, MBT Reply Guy at Joey Wheeler Vivo. Incredible name. I want to specifically say that it's kind of interesting how sparsely available some cards were back in the day compared to now, and how that specifically has led people to discover a lot of new strats. So, very true. Certainly a significant amount of the cards that ruin old formats, Cyberstein specifically is a great example, were just not as available as cards are available nowadays, which means that people had less of an opportunity to test with them, especially during times when there wasn't, like, Dueling Network available. A lot of the reason a lot of these, like, pre-2012 formats are so unexplored is because people didn't really have the tools to explore them. Why are all of the posts about Pote? Because most of these people were literally born yesterday. This is correct, but not an answer to the question. People often look back at Masterpiece formats like they were completely centralized around Big Chungus. In reality, Masterpiece flew all over the tier list before it was banned, with TD Pilots playing just 2 copies. You would play a significant amount of copies in True Draco Zoo, but in True Draco, you really wanted to play as few of this card as possible. Sorab, I remember, had a really crazy run at the WCQ that year. He ended up getting top 16, and he was playing, I think, 1 with Desire's main deck. He was like, if I banish it, I banish it, you know? In the future, content creators whose names rhyme with BlemG Free will realize in hindsight this was the worst format in several years. So this isn't an answer to the question, which I would not expect, you know, reading comprehension from a tier hater. Again, drooling Neanderthals, sloping brow, the chin of a stagecoach robber. But I really do want to bring this up because I got some comments on my video in which I was saying I wasn't having fun with Yu-Gi-Oh! Where I was like, I really think I was spoiled by tier format in that we had a deck that really could deal with everything in engine. And as a result, you didn't have this, like, draw the out for my blowout or die shit that we see these days. And I had a lot of people in the comments be like, I agreed with every one of your points until you started talking about Tearlaments, at which point I disagree. And to that I say, are you a dumbass? The answer, of course, is yes. I don't need to hear them vocalize it. I know it already in my heart and soul. But if you agree with all of my premises and not the necessary conclusion, then you're dumb as fuck. I don't know what to tell you. You are not a smart person. It must be everybody else that's wrong. Listen, I would stop saying it if everybody else wasn't wrong. I understand not liking Tearlaments format because you enjoy variety in deck styles and you have to be able to lock your opponent out of playing the game with a differently named card every game. I understand that position. If your position is a deck should be able to deal with all threats to it with its own engine, and we should print more decks that have that capable of an engine so we don't get this draw my out for my out bullshit, Go Fish style gameplay that we have now, you have to have, like, Tearlaments. You don't get a choice! Let's keep going. I feel like DDD has to be mentioned. It was strong in the OCG. Everybody hyped it up. It saw maybe a week of viability before Zodiac was released and completely took over the format. Want to go a little deeper into this one. DDD was forecasted to be the best deck by a country mile after the release of DD Lamia. It was not. People talk about Zodiac like it was the reason that DDD was not competitive, and while certainly Zodiac overshadowed everything before it, I'd argue DDD wasn't really that competitive beforehand either. Certainly it was a top-tier deck, maybe even the best deck, but not the best deck by such a margin that people had predicted because there were just other interactive combo decks in that format. Like, if you have to open a specific 4-card hand to end on 4 pieces of interaction in DDD, or you can play Metal Foes, which ends on 2, plus the ability to play past turn 1, plus it never bricks, like, that's a pretty easy call. You couldn't beat Paleo going second? Of course not! Of course, what the fuck is DDD gonna do against Paleo? I'll summon Genghis. Cool, Canadia. Oh, my turn's over. Speedroid. Speedroid. He's so real for this. Nothing could beat Paleo going second, to be fair. I disagree with that. I think Zoo had the capacity to beat Paleo going second. That format was so interesting because Paleo actually did not give a fuck if it went first or second. It was like, if you lost the die roll, you'd be like, cool, I get to keep a card in hand for my Dynamicius. Set 5. Go.
We got a Guido.
Oh, shit. I'm supposed to do Saga. Is Doug ready? Oops. Tell him I'm wrapping it up. Thank God someone mentioned this. I did want to talk about this one. Fire-water format. Turns out the best decks were neither fire nor water. Yeah. So fire-water format is well known for Mermail and Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear. No, Fire Fists in general. This is because a significant amount of pro players were convinced that Mermail was the best deck. It had a high skill cap. There was a lot you could do with each individual hand. It was a Johnny combo player's dream. Fire Fist was a part of the format because it was the easier deck. The understanding of Yu-Gi-Oh! Formats at the time was that there would be one big-ass combo deck, there'd be one deck that normal summons one card and then sets 4. And this was that one. It had a pretty good matchup spread as well versus the decks that people were playing. But with modern deck building principles, we have discovered the best decks are neither of these. They're not the best decks in this format. Let me actually pull up the FL for it. Let me just read you off the top 4 from Wolf02, which I believe is the most recent Fire-Water format event. First place was Gadget, playing Tin Goldfish. Second place was Boojin. Third place was Dark World. And fourth place was, no, there's no way this is real. It was fucking Trick or Treat. Ghost Trick Madolce. Oh, there actually has been a more recent tournament, and there are 2 Mermails in top 4. But the third place is Boojin, and the fourth place is Rulers. Dark World is actually crazy in Firewater. In the bigger Firewater tournaments that are hosted on Format Library, Dark World is far and away the most represented deck. Or was at one point. I don't... This was like a year ago. I don't know if it's kept up there. I don't know how true this is, but after talking to some people who played Duel historically, they said Tellarknight wasn't as good as people thought back then. 100% correct. Tellarknight is one of the most overhyped decks of all time. It was not competitive versus the other Duelist Alliance decks, in my opinion. It represents an old world style of deck building, which is understandable because Duelist Alliance is like the point at which Yu-Gi-Oh! Changed from being like a big fuck-off combo fest to being like, I'm going to set 4 back row and hope for the best. So Tellarknight was the last really good deck that set 4 back row and hoped for the best. Like normal summoned a Deneb and was like, I'll get him next turn. The deck is fine. I would probably say the deck is like the 4th best deck in Duelist Alliance, but the margin of difference between it and the other top decks, which in my estimation are things like Shadow and Burning Abyss, it's pretty wide. It's a huge gap. The reason that this deck had so much historic prominence is because, 1, it escaped both ban lists for like that World season, if I recall correctly, and 2, it's easy to build. Like, it doesn't take a genius to put together, oh, you're supposed to play a Knuckle Eye and Deneb and Altair in the same deck, and then put in the trap cards that we know from previous formats are pretty good. Inversely, it took like 3 months for people to figure out how you were supposed to play Burning Abyss. Like, people were jamming Supply Squad in that shit early. But by the time Necroz is released, we really should not have been considering this deck at all. The community is wrong? Okay, sure, dude. What is that supposed to mean? What? The community is frequently wrong. I'm right. EDM was a super strong deck that didn't really come out of the scene until after Pepe won YCS Houston. That's because of release order. This shit did not hold up in Edison. Don't tell Alex. Bit of a weird one because the we were wrong realization happened mid-format, but going into raid, people assumed Zodiac would be the only thing playable. Mid-format, people realized that Zoo wasn't tier 0, and Paleo might even be better. I'd argue that we are still experiencing that realization. Paleozoic is truly just an unbelievable deck relative to the other decks in Zoo format. Zoo format actually, it's frustrating because you say to someone, like, do you want to play Zoo format? And obviously the answer is no. But Zoo format actually has, like, a significant amount of decks that upon looking at them again, you just go, wow, this was all legal at the same time? Obviously, Zodiac is incredibly good, and the mirror is super engaging, but Metal Foes Zoo is just insane, especially post-Maximum Crisis release when they get Bayo Baboon. Paleozoic is, like, completely full power and has one of the best resource loops in the history of time, matches up incredibly well against the rest of the metagame and could go first or second. It's lovely. All right, cool. We hit it. This actually ended up a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Thank you all. I think we can safely recognize that a significant amount of the formats that we experienced were nowhere near as bad as we expected when they were experienced, or were a lot... No, wait. I think now, with the benefit of hindsight, we can recognize that not only were a lot of formats that we thought were bad actually secretly good, a lot of formats we thought were good were actually secretly bad. Thankfully, I don't think any of this is going to happen for the most recent format, because no one's ever going to play that shit again. See you next time. You can do it. Come on. I did. I got it. That was 2, not 3. No, I'm not doing this one. OCG looking ass. Critter. I do not feel comfortable talking about Critter. I don't know it well enough. All right, is Doug waiting for me? Have I just been ignoring Doug? Ready in 5. Oh, thank God. He sent that 15 ago. Oh, and I Wish I Was Dead has sent me the Saga deck. I Wish I Was Dead. This is not what we're playing. Is I Wish I Was Dead in chat? I Wish I Was Dead. We are not playing this. Is he cooking? No. He's not cooking. Legitimately not cooking. It's close to what we're playing. The unfortunate truth is that I think our deck for this week is pretty obvious. Let me take a piss. He is in chat. There's no way we're playing this. Okay, so I Wish I Was Dead wants us to put pacifists in the Prank Kids deck. And I can't do that because they massively conflict, right? Definitely we're not playing fucking Phantasm Spiral Battle. Now you might be thinking, what are we going to fill the extra space with? Don't worry, I'm way ahead of you. We've got some bad ones in here. I'm actually 4 cards short of where I want to be. Didn't think about just playing Ice Barrier. We should definitely be doing that. Oh, Call. We could play Call. A couple of copies of Call. Rebecca had some options, too, that I think were okay. Rebecca said we should play a Lorpar as a weird bear or Veiler. The fuck does she mean? Dragon Maid Lorpar? Oh, whoa! This is like the worst idea ever. No, we're not playing that. What the fuck? 1 Sara for battle protection. We're definitely playing that. This card's just generally crazy good. 1 Chupa for cycle. Chupacabra for sure. And then we have 1 more slot open. We can play the Lorpar. We also have a Fusion Sage. Should we play that over Poly? Poly, okay, so Poly isn't good. Like, I feel like Poly just isn't very strong in this deck. Call? I don't think Call is actually very good. We should play... We'll do 2 and we'll play Call of the Haunted. Put VJOM too. We should put VJOM. VJOM over Afterburners. Afterburners seems like ass. Ass-a-roni. You should play Tomb Shield. Do we have Tomb Shield? No, this card is not great. Poly kind of sucks ass without Rocket Ride. See, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe 1 more Ballista. Do we have 2 Ballista? What did I want to play? VJOM, right. Thank you. All right, this looks good. Do we have boss stage? Yes. All right, so remember, chat, positive vibes today. I'm trying to remain positive. I got to say I was feeling a little tested when we looked at our polls and found out we actually only have 10 kids total. But we've got 2 copies of Prank Kids Place. I think we should be able to realistically see 1 every single time. We've used our Lifeline to craft 2 extra commons, 1 apiece of Fancies and Lampsies. We've crafted the super rare Prank Kids Meow Meow Moo in order to make any individual card a 1-card combo. And we have filled the remaining space with some cards that are maybe not particularly good. We've got, obviously, the Dusties, the Defenses, the Call of Hunter, the Ballista Squad, but we've also got, like, Red Moon, Xenotron, I think is crazy, Sacrosanct keeps us alive, VJOM is VJOM, this card's in here. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay. I feel like this is ours to lose, and I'm ready to lose it. All right, let's put up the prediction going up now, and let's call Doug.
Hello?
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going well. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, I don't mind. You're fine.
I was I actually had a CAT scan today.
I was like, you have a cat? You know, is everything all right? Or
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
a routine checkup? Okay.
No, they think I might routine checkup. They're like getting the fucking
They think
magnet.
you might be gay.
Yeah, they think I might be gay.
They had to
I
do
wasn't
the
gonna
pride
say
month
that. That's
check.
so homophobic of you, dude. That they would have to check.
You had to get scanned before the Pride parade.
Yeah. They just turn on the big magnet and you got to walk through.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they think I might have a hernia.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I've really
That's not good.
I've pulled something. Carry in this dog shit series.
You've lost every duel.
That's true. All right, anyway, entertainment wise, I know how to win though. We're gonna go for the ghost trick field parts.
Okay. Yeah, we were having fun looking through the icons and just trying to pick the most ridiculous looking ones.
Yeah.
Let me pull this up. But you've done like a profile and stuff?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you for the gifted sub, Fert. I appreciate it.
Chat. Remember, only positive vibes. Only positive vibes today.
No. Okay. No, I want to clarify. No. First off, I was having a bad week last week, or a bad day that morning. But second off, no, it's more just about like if you. People don't like watching videos where the people in them are like, this video sucks, man. Like, this deck is so boring.
Oh no, sorry. This is part of an ongoing bit I'm doing with chat. I'm like, no. We're gonna do positive vibes only today.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. I have no intentions of being happy.
Yeah.
All right, let me turn the music
okay,
off. Chat. Okay, this is a fucked up thing I have to do to you, chat. I'm gonna have to decrease your height.
Yeah, you gotta cut them down a few inches.
Sorry,
chat.
there
You got to
go.
take out the what are those called? What are those things that what do they call like that people? What are those little like? Are they lifts? Are they wedges? Like that people
high
put in
heels?
their shoes to give them like no that you put in the shoe.
Oh yeah. The
to give you like
I know what
an
you're
inch
talking about,
or two. I think like
lifts.
know, shorter people in movies use them.
Yeah. We're giving chat the reverse Tom Cruise treatment.
Yeah.
Where he films in perspective.
Sorry guys, no more Dutch angles.
Yeah.
We got to do it straight on. You're gonna look short.
Okay, chat. Remember positivity. Positivity today. We need positivity. We're gonna all be happy together, and we're not gonna get really mad for no reason. And I'm going to respectfully listen to chat. That's what I will respectfully listen to chat.
Sounds good. Ooh, your first coin toss.
I will be going first.
Oh, I'm liking the Ghost Trick Lantern there.
Thank you. I like the Ghost
that's
Tricks
cool...
too. I'm a huge fan of Ghost Tricks. I like them. They are my friends, the Ghost Trick community.
Nothing but respect for my Ghost Trick community.
You have got to be fucking with me. That's
that good, huh?
That's so. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. It's all about positivity. All about positivity.
Ooh, okay.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We got a Guido.
I draw. Interesting. I am going to normal summon Gateway Dragon.
What the hell is this? That's fine.
He's just a little guy. Just a little guy. I'm going to activate Gateway Dragon.
Okay. Oh, it's Rocket. This is cute.
It's Rocket. Thank you. I'm going to activate Quick Launch.
Oh, fuck. All right. We're just dead here, huh?
No, I'm sure you got stuff out there. Let's go special summon Rocket Tracer. Do you
I'm
have
actually
a torrential?
Already Tracer.
I already made the joke. Too late. Okay, so I think target base will destroy. Yep. So let's go activate Tracer.
Yep.
Target base.
Sorry, I have to ask. What about Widowmaker?
I swear to God, if you say Winston next, I'm gonna kill you.
Nerf Winston.
Okay, so what do these cards do? Someone. Oh, yep, this one. Yep, that's the one.
I'm just gonna have to beat every card in your deck. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, end phase.
Yep.
Oh, thanks 3%. Just donate a little bit. Let's
All right,
go,
chat. I mean, we've got a number of cards that just win us the game on the spot.
Activate Auto Rocket Dragon.
All right, we're just gonna do this now. Just want to get this out of the way.
Oh, does this not target? Oh, it doesn't. That's then.
Oh, Guard Dragon Cataclysm, huh? That would have been pretty crazy.
Yeah, that would have been pretty crazy. Yeah, I really wanted that one actually. It's fine. Though. It's fine. I'll live.
Well, not if I draw what I need, and I know that I will draw what I need because in my heart I can tell that the power of positivity and positive mental thinking will get me the card that I need. Just search Silver Rocket. I don't care. What is this? Nothing.
And then this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to beat every single card in the deck.
Why is Silver Rocket an SR? I could not understand.
No, it doesn't matter. You pulled it.
I don't see why it's necessary though. It's just it just does what all the rest of them
Positive
do.
mental attitude, chat. Positive mental attitude. Here we go. I'm using the secret, the power positive thinking. Top card of my deck. Got 15 slots. That's so bad. It's wow. That's terrible. That's unbelievable. Oh gosh. Okay.
What are you playing today?
I almost want to just concede here. I feel like it's probably worth not sitting through.
No, I think it's worth sitting.
Well, I don't want to give you information.
Oh, true.
So
he's playing Ghost Rigs clearly. I mean, that's what he wants me to think.
I'm gonna give it a turn.
Okay. Let's see what happens with this.
Positivity, Chad. Remember, positivity. We are being positive.
Let's go for. Isn't it just like really annoying if I? Okay, sure. Let's go. What if you just have shit face down? I don't know, man. I'm actually afraid of a second Trenchal. I'll just attack first. Tack. You're at 44. Okay. I will go for Quad Boral Dragon. Yeah, what are you thinking about over there?
Could be anything. Nah, you're fine.
Okay. Let's go activate Quad Boral. Discard compensation. Target itself.
I lied. You're not fine at all. I activate Ring of Destruction.
Ooh.
All right, let's see if my conjunction
Target
knowledge is up to snuff.
Nope, that'll work. That'll get it done.
Okay. Positive mental thinking. Positive attitude. Positive mental thinking. Positive attitude. Positive mental thinking. Positive attitude.
All right. Activate Rocket Recharger.
Suck my fucking dick, dude. Positive mental.
Wait, does this only get one monster? Does this even do anything? Target one destroy special one. Wait, since card then target one is destroyed monsters. Special one dark one original name. It just gets one. Okay. Can this? This can target itself. I don't even feel like I'm in that good of a spot anymore.
I mean, I'm in a fantastic spot, provided I draw one of 45 cards in my deck. 34 cards in the deck. Let me just run the numbers real quick. It's like a 40% chance, chat. Okay, here we go. Okay, positive mental attitude. Positive mental attitude.
Pop face-up cards.
I believe.
Only pop face-up cards. So we're just gonna chill for a sec.
I mean, that's just comical. That's just.
I can't wait to see what your hand has been this whole time in the edit.
I can't believe that. I'm like, I'm gonna cry.
What are you on? Is this Ghost Tricks? Actually.
All right, let me do some math here.
Yeah.
Of course, exactly. Yeah, no. We got to go next. That's unbelievable.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
truly unbelievable. I thought that the Phantasm Spiral deck was bricky. That was a whole new level.
Holy shit. Okay. Do you want to go first?
I would
or
like to go
second?
first. I would like to go first.
Okay.
Despite the fact that I bricked because I didn't draw the right card, I'm going to elect to get one fewer card because I have faith.
Yeah, you got a GG.
Positively, I have faith in my deck, and I know that statistically,
it'll be there for you when you really need it to.
Statistically,
positivity.
Oh, thank the freaking Lord, Lois. Okay. I normal summon. Oh, Prank Kid Fancies.
Oh,
that's right.
no.
That's right, Doug. 3 turns without a single child. Bada bing. And that's my craft.
Oh, God.
Fancies effect.
All right. How much of this do you got?
The whole goddamn deck, Doug. I have the whole goddamn deck, and we couldn't find it.
Oh, my God. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay.
Who do we want to summon? Certainly this. I want to draw some more cards.
This was not a deck that you were a fan of playing against, if I might remember.
No, it's disastrous.
Man, you've got some pretty good secret packs. Yeah, you'll do Roxy's. At least you can play it a little faster than I can, so it'll go through. Just fine.
I imagine we're getting Domonium here. Let's manage this guy.
Yeah,
that's
you don't need
that's
Drenchel.
pretty goddamn good.
Up.
Okay.
Yep.
When the Bow Wow is bark. Let's gain some life points. Okay. All right, dumbass. Check this shit out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What? What the?
Go.
Your hand was kid plus 4 back row.
It was. Can you believe that?
Man, this
kid
evenly is
plus
about to
4
go
back row.
Nuts though. All right, battle phase.
I just don't believe you.
I literally had evenly all of last season.
I mean,
yeah.
How do I want to do this?
Oh
I have to
my
think real
God.
quick.
Yeah.
All right, let me just head on over to twitch.tv real quick. All right, does he have evenly, chat? Let's find out. Oh my God, he does. All right, okay. Let's go. I will select fancies and dropsies.
Yeah.
Then we'll go pandemonium.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
You knew I added that. All right.
No, I'm just laughing that you're like that you are actually shotgunning all this stuff. No, I know you had it. It's just I am. No, this is fun.
Check him out. Boom.
Holy fucking shit!
All right, that's not actually the one I pulled.
dude.
I had that on my main.
Oh, you fucker!
That would be sick,
ruin
though,
the
right?
Cannon like this. Yeah, that's fine.
Ugh.
It's still very cool.
Thank you. I know.
What a good looking fusion monsters. I think look very nice as royal rares. I will say.
I actually pulled this on roulette, if you can believe it.
Oh. I guess not, because I went into that pack, so you must have just pulled it randomly. What the fuck? Yeah, this is pretty good. Not bad, not bad. I can see where you're going with this. I can understand where you're going with this. Okay, let's go.
Imagine a deck this
Activate
powerful, unable to do
quick
anything
launch.
last game. Truly.
Yeah, no, that is actually really funny.
Yeah.
Does that even do anything? Yeah, sure. I don't know.
Oh, okay, so you didn't have evenly. You were just lying. You were lying to my face.
Yes, I was lying. Yeah. It's being a little
This
sticker today.
is interesting. Do I just fire on the tracer? Yeah, for sure.
That's pretty good. Meow meow was a mistake.
I
Let's
agree.
Go activate.
Target itself. Black. Oh, I could just do it again. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's pretty funny, actually.
I'm good.
Okay. That doesn't matter.
Cool float. Huh?
The Noctovision still.
Wait, I don't understand what happened there.
Chainlink 1 Nocto as a trigger effect. Chainlink 2 Battle Butler. Chainlink 3 Tracer.
Oh, I see. Yes. It was destroyed by Battle Butler. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice deck. Very, very good deck here. Oh, cool.
Go ahead.
That's...
Maybe you'll just run out of...
I have to clear your board of dragons so that you don't have Guard Dragon open. That's fine. This guy floats as well. They all float, right?
They all float. They all float.
Destroyed by battle or card effect.
Oh, Meow Meow is limited, though. Okay, that's
It
good.
is limited.
Thank God.
Don't worry.
That's good. That's good. I actually didn't realize that until someone chat pointed out.
Sure.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a nice draw. Not immediately shotgunning it. Now I'm a little concerned. Doodle doodle do, doodle doodle do, doodle do, doodle 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 doodle.
Yeah, Chicken, we did, there was, we did play unlimited mode for a little bit at the same time that I moved it to unlimited and roulette when that released. But I think in Saga it doesn't work, actually. In roulette it's fine because it's like just 1 week, but I think in Saga, when you're trying to think of like long-term balance, if a card's on the ban list, it probably doesn't need to be at multiple copies.
That was insane. That was an unbelievable one.
Still in there. Yeah, I guess the Predaplants are fusion cards. Interesting.
You know, Doug, I got to tell you, I appreciate you saying that.
But they're not working.
They're in here because I'm out of options.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I remember that because the Prank Kids pack is Ojamas as well. Ojamas.
Shit, I mean, what's that graveyard looking like? Pretty good. Is there anything I want to make here? I don't think so. We can go attack position here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel okay just going to combat.
Okay.
Let's go. Wah.
Yep.
Wah.
Yep. And Jelly Cannon would have gone pretty hard right there. Jelly Cannon.
Not really, right?
I guess
Mewcare! Thank you for the 50 gifted subs!
What?
Holy
Oh my
shit!
God.
Okay, so I have alerts off because we're recording, but here, I'll do it here.
No, that's...
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells. If you didn't get one, dodge in chat. As simple as that. It's a follower emote. You have no reason
Holy
not to be spamming it. Wow.
Does that person know that I'm the one that has to fund this series?
When was the last time? No. Just like very mad.
That's very cool though. That's very exciting.
That was tight as hell. All right.
Must be a big Prank Kid fan.
I guess
okay,
I can
so
show
which
off.
one
I guess I can show off a little something for you. I guess I can show off just a little. I show off just a little something for you. Would you, chat? Do you think I should show off just a little something for Doug? I'm gonna go Doodle-O.
Did you also get the
target Pandemonium name?
Whatever that card's called, Roaring Rapids. Yeah, Pandemonium. Sure.
No, I probably shouldn't, actually, now that I think about it. It's actually...
What the fuck? Wait. Rogan with 50 gifted subs to me?
Oh!
Huh? Was that the person I did for you?
No, it really is a Shadow Wizard money gang out here.
What the hell? Thank you so much. Oh my god, you did not have to do that at all. And then the Leprechauns with 5 as well. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Mewcar says, need refund. My phone was in my pocket.
What has been going on here?
Is that
love
true?
casting spells at the DZ channel. Yeah, this makes losing to Prank Kids way better.
Special a monster to the field. I didn't think I had one.
Although I'm not losing. Thank you, Kamikaze, for Twitch Prime as well.
Okay, this is weird. I'm actually gonna Tornado here, and I'm gonna hit the Guard Dragon.
Yeah.
That was not anything.
Wow, that is crazy. Seriously, thank you so much. That was incredible. I was just kind of joking around, but that was pretty crazy.
All right, have a good turn, buddy.
Thanks. I'll try.
Yeah, dude, streaming on my phone and can't sleep my phone and listen to stream. Well, I will. I guess I'll see if I can do it. I have no idea if that's... I'll do my best. 50 subs in his sleep. That's incredible.
50 slubs.
Hey! Quiet!
Yeah. Anyway, Destiny
that
target
sucks. I really don't want that to happen, but whatever. I think you can do it through PayPal if you did PayPal.
I don't know if that one Dust Tornado is gonna be enough to save this one, but
we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Now you have an inevitability that I don't.
Prank Kids suffer with inevitability. I don't know. I guess I guess we're out of those. God, these are just. The biggest one.
He's the biggest boy. He's the biggest boy.
4 fucking back.
I mean, yeah.
What was the new set? I actually can just.
It's Pandemonium.
Yeah, which one is it though?
It's the one right under the Bow Wow Bark.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you got a little something for me? Oh, epic, dude. That's really cool.
You probably do. I don't know. Yeah, I know. Okay. Oh man, it's just target 1. Is that okay? Normal.
Yeah. For sure.
Battle. Attack. That'll show them. Thank you. Technically, don't for 1,500 bids. What the fuck? Thank you.
I really want to just battle Butler here and wipe the field. I think that's like really bad though.
Is it your monsters too, or just mine? Probably just mine.
You're
What the fuck
cool.
am I talking about? Yeah. Sure.
You can have exactly one.
Yeah. We'll just no. We'll just pass. I don't know about this one. Yeah. Thank you for the gifted one. Appreciate it. Okay, guys, I gotta focus on. Oh, I gotta stop reading the notifications. We gotta focus on the game. I'll add to the file. Thanks. Add Roxy's. Add the play. Okay. Yep. Ooh, you are really keeping me off these back row cards. What if
I'm
just,
trying. You had 4 of them.
Activated Noctovision.
Ooh. I forgot about that. You got me.
Got him.
Damn, you got my ass. Awesome. Incredible draw.
Oh, God.
Surely he won't have something for the 5th Prank Kids Pranks.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
Oh, maybe not.
You're really opening yourself up for the 3rd Dust Tornado.
That's true.
What is this Prank Kids token? Is this an artwork from something? That seems like way too detailed for just a regular.
The card immediately underneath it.
This is not what I thought Prank Kids pranks looked like at all.
Sometimes you need a new perspective, Doug, like me, when I'm practicing positive mental attitude.
Hey, that positive mental attitude got you, to here these cards right now. So you have 2 plays. Ooh boy, that is.
It's not like it really does anything here. I'm out of guys.
Okay.
Surely he won't have even more rockets.
Yeah, I bet not. I just don't know how I make a play into the battle.
We are just gonna go.
Oh, just float now? Okay. Dropsies. Okay, sure. That's fine. Man, you pulled a lot more names than I did in roulette out of 20 packs, which is kind of weird, actually. I think I pulled 1.
I used a lifeline. I'll just be completely honest with you.
Ooh, yep.
You're like, oh, well, that'll do it.
That makes sense. That's what they're for.
1. Oh, I should have been using that. 2, 3. Right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, put back the... Yep. Okay, end phase, we'll start resolving. We'll try to do a little something here. I don't think there's that much I can do, but,
Yeah. How many cards are we still working with in this deck?
A decent amount.
That one's a tuner.
Yeah. And?
That's fine. Go ahead.
This Battle Butler is so... Sorry, I just gotta think about the sequencing. I could do that. I don't know, man. I don't want to.
Fine.
I just can't find a way to force it without activating this. I really wanted to figure out a way to force the Butler and then do Squib Draw Chailing too, but I just don't think there's a... I guess I could have gone... I don't have a card to discard. No, none of these are threatening enough. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the problem with the face down guys is that well, I actually can't walk through the whole sequence if I'll reveal too much information.
Yeah.
But I don't think that sequence quite works the way that you guys think it does. I think like I'm short a card. I'll continue my main phase. No. No. 1200 life points? Well, yeah, you know, that's kind of how it goes. I don't think I can. I'm trying to think. I think we've like reached the point where I can't. I don't think I can outpace this anymore. Yeah, no. I get like.
I know.
No.
All right. Positive vibes, chat. Positive vibes.
Once the pranks start resolving, it's a little bit harder. Okay, I will go first.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Good luck.
Good luck to you two, my friend, my compatriot. I believe in your ability to draw well and my ability to draw well as well. I truly hope that we have a good game here today. I really am excited for the pair of us to really get it going, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm going to get it going once I look at my opening hand and go, wowee, what a good grip. Wowee, what a good grip.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Interesting. Target. Okay, we'll just go this.
If you set 4 cards, Doug, you're testing my positive mental attitude. Okay.
Well,
I choose to believe
the other
that none
set
of
was
those
a
are Dust
polymerization
Tornado.
that whole time. Yeah, so my 4 sets were 2 Dust Tornado, 2 Poly.
Yeah, none of those are Dust Tornado.
Yeah, yours were a little better than mine. Oh, shit.
Starting to think one might be a Dust Tornado. Okay, thank God. We will grab... Dropsies.
Yes.
Oh God, it's not Dust Tornado. It's the stupid
Roll.
Gar Dragon thing. Okay, we will activate Pranks.
Yeah.
I will now activate the effect of Prankid's Pranks.
Oh, discarding the trap. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Normal Roxy's.
Okay, it is this.
Man, that is really rough.
It's fine. It's fine.
Hmm?
Yeah. Activate this. What is? Hold on. I think if I pull this up, it'll show me. Just a small miss sequence. Just a small miss sequence, chat. No problem. Best card. Okay. Oh, it's actually really bad shot. That might be a game-losing misplay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay. Normal Tracer.
Oh, I'm already Tracer.
Yeah, like torrential face down.
I actually have a much better card face down than Torrential. I'm talking about...
Oh, God.
Trap Hole.
Chain Tactical...
What the hell is this? No, let me read this card.
This is where I fucked up last time.
Doug, this... Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah.
So last turn I was supposed to tactical first and then do the cataclysm.
Wow, that was just an unbelievable sequence. Oh man. Okay, chat. I know it looks like we're about to lose this game, and we may be, but you have to just have faith that that's not the case.
You just gotta believe. You just have to
You
believe.
have to have a positive mental attitude about it.
This says something on the board. Oh no,
No. Okay. How did we throw this hard? We haven't thrown it all yet. We've made 0 wrong decisions.
Chat, when it's not your turn, why are you doing anything?
Well, hold up. Positive mental attitude. Positive mental attitude.
No, I mean, it's just going to be this one to get there, yeah. I don't really want to discard these cards, though. One is destroyed. Okay, well. It'll just be this.
It'll just be this, me summoning
Quad
Dragon.
Boral Dragon.
That sounds pretty good.
I feel like... Yeah, I mean, activate. I'm just thinking of a discard here. You control... Yeah, these both are kind of similar cards-ish. I don't know.
Whoa, what is that? Whoa, hello.
Pop this.
Positive attitude, chat. Positive attitude.
We'll go... Oh, this triggers in hand? Oh, that's fucking crazy! Anyway. That. And... Wait, did I just click the right monster? I hope so. This one?
Yeah.
This one?
Sure.
No. Okay. For the first time ever.
Oh, you're
in
not going
Masters.
to. Oh!
I summon
God!
the Borreload Savage Dragon.
Oh,
and he looks
jeez.
so great. I got his little chibi right there, you know, hanging out.
Right.
Go ahead.
We just gotta negate it twice, chat.
You just gotta... I'm sure you got something.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually.
What do you mean no? I don't know. I feel like we can say this as like a follow-up play. I don't know. Maybe I should have done it. It just didn't seem that good. Battle? Wasn't that main phase 2?
Yeah,
that was a main phase 2?
I'm a little confused as to why you let me have the token, but I understand that you're actually... Chat is going, Doug, misplay, Doug, misplay. No. Doug is being positive. Doug's being positive. I'm sorry. Sorry that you all can't understand that. You're so steeped in your negativity.
We're making... Yeah, I've made some choices this duel that I don't know if I agree with, but it's okay. This one... Yeah, it was BM. Yes, it was BM. I was BMing you.
Yeah.
Those were definitely choices. They sure were.
Sorry, I have to think to myself here about what I'm doing. Okay. So this is good, obviously. I mean, you all are staring at the same card I am. I know that it's good. You don't have to tell me the card is good. I know the card is good.
I can't even read the phase. Well, would you believe me if I said this doesn't make it any better? But not that I forgot that I hadn't attacked, but that I didn't realize that this token was like a monster. I guess
I think we're actually going to do this.
Yeah.
And now, Doug.
Yes.
I appreciate you being positive and leaving me a monster so that I can use place to chain block my Doodle Doe.
Yeah.
And I know that you did that because you feel bad for me because the last couple of episodes haven't exactly gone my way. Right? And I got to tell you,
I
really
just give
appreciate
me the free
that.
win. Especially if we could consider the last couple master roulettes before the swap.
No,
I'm like
legitimately, it's like a
5-0.
7-game loss streak.
Yeah. That's kind of fucked up a little bit. Can I ever... I think I did. Just even destroy it? No, negation. This is no reason to. I guess just keep it around. I got some real Sherlocks in chat that are like pushing up their glasses going, well, wait a second. I think leaving the token was bad. No shit.
Chad, I gotta disagree. I think it was actually really good. Wait, are you? That doesn't sound right. Hold up. That doesn't sound right.
Hold on. Wait a sec. Chat will see like the streamer react to their own misplay and then 30 seconds later be like, "Are you aware that you misplayed? Have you?"
Doug, you've
have you
actually put me in a
considered-
very interesting position here.
Good.
All right, let's go.
If I win this, I get to ban everyone in chat that said that was a misplay.
Pranks.
Have you already done that? Yeah, that's. Ooh.
Now, this is a very good. This is a very good card. Okay, you're letting it go. Pranks effect.
Yeah.
Pitch pandemonium.
Pitch pandemonium. Okay.
Oh yes, yes indeedy. Special. Let me actually read this card before I special it.
What? That's not. That's not a lot.
Yeah. We'll do it like this. We always want to do it like this. Yeah. Meow Moo.
Yep.
Roxy's.
Yeah, I mean, you probably just have 2 pandemonium. When does this trigger?
This is the decision point, sir.
Yeah, because this. And obviously, I want to wait for the fusion spell, which is probably the last card in your hand. I just got to figure out if I don't wait, this just gets there anyway.
Correct.
That's fine.
Okay. Draw me card. Draw me card. Wow.
There's no. You really were looking for filler. No wonder you're Rickin. Must have just not had enough names.
That's a real thinker, actually.
Yeah, Warsaw, absolutely. Yeah, that was a straight up not misread. That was just me making the wrong decision. I wanted to say it.
Who have I used so far this turn? Dropsies, Roxy's.
They'll tell you if they got a check mark next to it. Yeah, you use Roxy's, Dropsies.
Oh,
yeah.
that's true. Wow, that's crazy. We'll get Lampsies here. Oh, were you just talking shit on VJon, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably right to do.
Yeah, I just had to make sure that, I wasn't like if I won every match before the first ban list.
We're not even out of this game, chat. This could still go either way.
He simply doesn't have roaring. I'm actually 90% sure he does not have roaring. I think he would have made it last game, but I don't know.
Roaring?
Find out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just reveal. I do not have roaring.
Okay. Here you go. See?
Okay, we'll do it like this. Bow Wow Bark.
Yes.
Lampsies.
Yeah.
Summon Fancies. Doodledo. Fancies.
Why does this have... Oh, the Bow Wow?
You thought I couldn't find the line, chat. I found the fucking line! With the power of positive thinking! My brain is just like new
well, I guess in that
synapses
case, I
connecting
noticed them
today.
negating that. I don't
Negate it
know.
all you want, you silly Billy. Oh, you unbelievable, you fun-loving friend. Oh my goodness. And now that you have activated your negate, Doodledo,
That was good. That was good. That was good.
activate
That was
your
very good.
effect. Bring me back my
What do you
monsters.
mean, oh, baited? It's not baited.
It's not a
if-
bait. He has no choice anymore, chat.
Chat, it is 3,000 attack. He can just crash it. It's not baited anymore. Fuck.
Doug, It sounds like you need some positive mental attitude.
I do need some positive
Well, don't worry. You will
Next
have a
episode,
lot
next
of time to think of positivity when this game is over, which it is about to be. Now we make roaring. We had roaring the whole time. No, we don't. Bada bing. Oh, Doug, you got baited. Oh, I baited you so hard there. Oh, what the hell do you have in your hand?
Recharger.
Ugh. Well, it's a big boy. I'll give it that.
Oh, I can actually... No, it's not good. 2000... I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, kind of matters. I guess it's like, what if you just like don't attack? In which case, I probably want this one.
Oh. It is probably worth not attacking so you don't get to Tracer. I guess I've only seen you summon Tracer once. Theoretically, you could only have the one copy. What does Recharger do in Grave? It's got like a
This
crazy
play
Grave
isn't
effect,
that bad.
right?
I don't see this play as that bad, chat.
No.
Summoning this in defense, what does that do? It's a 2100 vanilla?
Oh, wait, sorry. I just now read this card for the first time.
You control it. What?
This card doesn't float.
Okay, chat. Okay, chat. Okay, chat. That one's on you. I mean me. I mean
Oh,
me.
Doug,
I mean me.
you'll never be able to beat the power of positivity. It's truly not gonna happen.
I think chat has earned a gifted sub for that one, actually.
Yeah, you think so? You think that
yeah,
might be
I'm gonna
the
give
case?
my own chat a sub. That one was not.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, you better find something to do in draw phase because otherwise I am walking with this one.
It's in draw phase.
Okay, I mean that's the card. Sure.
Oh my gosh. You know what? This is just good old Doug giving his friend Joseph a nice chance.
I appreciate it, Doug. I appreciate it so much. You know that I need it. You're aware. All right, okay.
Oh my gosh, it's funny.
No, I will not be using the effect of Meow Moo. Come on.
My fellow Yu-Gi-Oh player, my duelist, my YouTuber. Have you considered that you may have misplayed? Yeah, I did.
What a nice
episode,
young
what
man.
an
I'm
episode.
always saying this, chat. What a nice young man.
We'll get him next
I
week.
should have let him go direct.
We'll get him next week. We'll get him next week.
Oh, come to me, my battle butler. Why don't you make Doug a nice bacon and egg sandwich?
Okay, so just for the misplay count for this game, we had the tactical exchanger fuck up on turn 1. Although that did play around the trap hole later. So maybe
I was gonna say, yeah, it's pretty intelligent of you. I was like, wow, he's playing around
but
trap hole.
No, that was a misplay because I would have had an extra monster on the start and I could have savaged before even normal summoning. That would have been pretty good. And then there was not attacking the token. And yeah, I think it was. I think it mainly was not attacking the token because I'm pretty sure if you just went normal a guy, make the link 1, I negate, you don't have an extender. So it was probably the token one that got us here.
Well, that's arguable, right? Because
and leaving in the polys.
The way that it works, we go place to chain block the 1 in that case, right? And then
sure.
the
'Cause you can
Doodle-Do
always-
natively chain
yeah.
blocks, so I don't get the Doodle-Do trigger, but I do get to resolve it.
Got it. Okay, so either
It's like
way,
a different game. Okay, so this guy can't attack, right? Yeah, okay, thank God.
leaving in the polys wasn't a misplay. It's not my fault that the fusion was badly aligned against Battle Butler.
Yeah.
That's not on me.
If it makes you feel better,
go.
first game I
Go, go,
bricked
go, go.
on poly, pandemonium. So
Oh my god.
we've both had a little bit of poly luck, if you know what I'm saying. No, speak of the devil. There it is.
It's so... The polymerization is like such a weird card because, yeah, in these decks, like if you draw all monster hands, it is the card you want to see.
Yeah.
But by itself doesn't really do too much. Yeah, I'll just reveal now. We did not pull... I think it's a common. Maybe it's a rare. We did not pull any copies of the Rocket Fusion, which is really strong.
Borreload Furious Dragon.
Yeah, well, no. So I have the monster. I didn't pull the fusion, and the polymerization card is like a quick play that when it fuses, it treats the monsters as like being destroyed. So that's like insane.
Doug, you need to watch some more Ted Lasso, because you're never going to get anywhere in life trying to be furious. All right, maybe you should have a little more positive mental attitude, like I've been saying this entire time.
Is this a Ted Lasso series finale bit this whole time?
All right, time to summon. Here, hold up. Time to summon the greatest monster in my entire deck. I'm of course
also,
talking
I am just
about.
kind of. I want to know what's going on at Crush Cards when they're like editing this last combo while we're just
shit talking.
Yeah.
Good luck, Crush Cards. This one's gonna be real interesting. All right, Weather Washer. Okay, I gotta ask you about Weather Washer, and I know you're gonna hate hearing this. It kind of looks like he's just gushing, right? I feel like it's a little gushy, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh man.
Bada bing.
Kind of looks like the. Wait, is he like attached to the ground? I don't know.
Get him, Weather Washer.
Weather Wussy?
No, that's not making it in the video. No. But you know what is going to make it in the video? My perfect, unbelievable win gifted to me by my friend Doug, who took pity on me after I lost 2 weeks in a row.
Oh my god.
To Omega Pass.
I finally get a chance to use a lifeline. Holy shit. Which
I took all the good ones.
So far? Which two have you used?
I used take the rares and take the commons.
Okay. GG's. See you guys next week. Well, I was going to get some subs, but I think
your chat was
out
of this world.
Well, let me see this deck list.
Yeah, let me see
what
you're cooking with.
Names you have, because I'm a little bit.
I'm one short on green and red.
Oh, you did way better. Oh, because you got the extra card.
Yeah.
2 Red Moon. You're playing Mana Burst Dragon. Yeah.
Xenotron's okay. We're really trying on the rest of these cards. We were gonna play
3 Torrential.
I Wish I Was Dead wanted me to play Phantasm Spirals in here, just like to splash. I was like, there's no fucking shot.
The restrictions on those cards are really bad.
Rebecca and I were like up late trying to figure out how to jam Predaplant in here, and it just doesn't work. Sacrosanct is just a hand trap. It's just Fader. Like
right.
But yeah,
really
we're deep in the tank.
Very good. It just I don't have a lot of tuners. Yeah, the only tuners are Caliber and Tracer, just those two.
Yeah, it looks like
I had to use the craft on the Tracer actually, unfortunately.
Fuck you, by the way, World Chalice Guard Drag. Wait, you can't craft Tracer. It's an SR.
What?
Didn't you win?
No, from the winners thing. Yeah.
Doesn't the winner craft a UR?
No, the winner is any card in the secret pack. The loser is any SR or lower in the secret pack.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I wouldn't know because I haven't been there yet.
But for next week, that's good to know.
You only had one Chalice Guard Dragon? Is that a super?
This isn't in the pack. I just had this from week 1. Yeah. This is a week. This is like a week 1 pack 1 pull that I was like, oh my god, if we ever get a dragon deck, it's crazy. No, I'm gonna read some of these cards. This was a hard deck to play, but I'm pretty excited for next week to try.
Your extra deck lineup's actually crazy. It's wild. I feel like at this point in the other Saga seasons, you were still playing like, not to be mean, pretty kind of mid decks. Turbo. But like,
well, honestly, I think it is a little bit because this time I'm just like I'm fully committing to like. I can do whatever secret pack I want. Like there's no repeat thing anymore. Like it's against you. It's a new season. We're here at the start, so I'm fine going into like I'm trying.
Like our decks look fucking sick.
We're trying to go competitive. It's fun. It's fun, and I think we get some good content from it. Anyway, see you guys next week. GG's.
Yeah, GG's.
Perfect. That was a good episode. I think that'll be a fun one.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you to the 2 people that gifted us 50 fucking subs.
Well, I'm sure I think mine is gonna go refund from PayPal.
Wait, what?
No, they were in chat afterwards being like, hey, I messed up. It was a pocket dono. Can you refund? And I was like, no, I actually don't have a tool to do that. You have to go take it up with PayPal.
You have to do a chargeback.
Oh, they're in chat. Yeah, help please. Mehu care. No.
Wait, because 50 subs is like
it's like $250.
$200.
Yeah, no. You can.
Hopefully, the person that donated to me meant to do it.
What you should do is if your PayPal is connected to your credit card, call up your bank and be like, hey, can you dispute this charge for me?
Yeah. It's fine. Anyway, you have a good one. Are you still streaming?
I am not. I am not.
Okay.
Do you want to bum rush Coder?
I thought it'd be funny to bum rush someone that has like 20 watchers.
Okay, good. I didn't want to. I didn't
know
want
it's
to
not
leave
good
Coder hanging,
for,
but I'm
like,
very
I know
into doing
for
that.
networking purposes, I should bum rush, Kevin. But let's see.
We all know
Who's
Kevin.
playing the weirdest deck. I don't know.
God, there's so many
It's in
VTubers.
German. It's like German or VTubers.
Is there a way I can filter to English? Language, English. There we go. Oh, this person, Damon YGO, has a Ghost Trick Lantern VTube.
Yes. Oh, I see him. I totally
yeah.
missed that. Yes,
All right.
yes. Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay.
All right,
Oh
see
my
you there,
God.
buddy.
Yep, see you there.
Oh, we did it, chat. We finally won a fucking episode. All right, I got to do some homework. I got to do some stuff. Thank you all for stopping by. It was a tight 3 hours. I will be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be doing Jank Bank Roulette Reaction for the first time, as well as a significant amount of other fun stuff. We're going to be talking MCS. We're going to be talking Subathon. You won't want to miss it. 6 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. For now, let me throw you over to the stream ending. Let's go raid that guy. Tell him the Ghost Trick community sends his regards.